one of the things, like an option that you guys have as well is on the Google Drive under the NPC character sheets. Um, I started putting them into the like Excel style sheets that I found online. I can give you guys blank ones of those if you'd like. Just so that way they're easier to like edit on the Google Drive, but it's just kind of it's not a very pretty format. That's the only thing. So it's up to you guys if you want to blank one of those to use instead. But you can kind of see in their character sheets what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go through and edit Kirsch's right now.
Let me
I mean, it might not hurt to have it there as a backup, if nothing else.
Yeah, that's true.
That is a very good point.
Let's see. Start making some copies and just put them in there just to have and to hold for as long as we all shall play this campaign. Character sheets. First one up. Oh, is there an E after the K in Lockhart?
I believe there is.
Okay.
You don't have one on your character sheet.
Okay.
Not the one in the thing, anyway.
Oh. Okay, yeah, it's not. I honestly I would have spelled it with an E, but it's canon now, so there's no E.
Yeah, you know, it's a brave new world out there. This is going in the folder, not the referee folder, the players folder. Oh, shit. Traveler, players, character sheets, select, make copy. Blinding light. I don't know about you all, but I am not a spreadsheet savant.
I would have to say no on that one.
Yeah. It was one of those things when I was in like middle school and high school. My dad was like, you need to learn how to use Excel. Henry, you need to know how to use Excel. You know, it's a valuable skill. And I was like, that's bullshit. Why am I ever going to fuck around with spreadsheets? And then turns out I don't use it for my job, but I could totally use it for everything else. That's how we track our bills. It's how we do most of everything else, and it's very helpful.
So what you're saying is you didn't excel at it?
I did not excel at Excel.
I don't give a fuck. The session hasn't started. That's going punt number one.
Okay, we got Gina, we got Briar. You know who does excel at it? My wife. She's pretty quick with the spreadsheet. Character sheets.
We'll go. Oops. For my career. I don't need
so she's quick at making the bed? She's good at spreading the sheet?
She's good at spreading the sheets. Yeah.
It's two.
Just Jinx. I'm sorry, you will forever be just Jinx to me.
Okay.
You can change it though. It's your character sheet, but I just, you know.
Yeah, Jinx is Jinx.
Well, yeah. No, I mean, quote, just Jinx, end quote. You got the just is now your new first name, your new prefix.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the title she'll get bestowed on her?
Yeah. Just an honorable Jinx. Yeah. And then finally, we've got Lexi. Fellow. No, Fallow. I know. I just wanted to call you a fellow. There we go. You all have those now. And I'll go back and clean them up, though.
Is it the Dropbox?
No, it's in the Google Drive.
Google Drive.
But they also have spacecraft ones, so you can go in there. I'm going in now and deleting some of them. I'm gonna leave the vehicle one on, at least on Briar, because you have a vehicle.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys have that. You have access to that now. If you want to mess around with that instead, it's just a way to like not have to worry about saving and uploading.
Yeah.
Guys, go ahead. Fallow, yeah.
Yep, fallow. Because unfortunately, Skywalker was already taken.
And what is Star Killer? Is that the bad guy or the main character in one of the games?
Force Unleashed and Force Unleashed
Force
2.
Unleashed.
He's the main character.
Yeah, same actor that does the voice for Darth Maul in the cartoons.
Yes, and
What's his name? Yeah.
oh god.
And he co-wrote or helped author the D&D cookbook.
Yes.
He's like a big D&D guy.
Sam Whitwer.
Yeah,
Sam Whitwer.
Sam Whitwer.
He's also the one person who nerded Dave Filoni.
Nah, there you go. I like it. There's a weird Venn diagram with him and Freddie Prinze Jr. about both of them like going, well, I was the voice for a pretty important character in the Star Wars series, so I like know how things work. And when Sam Witwer says it, like for whatever reason, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm with you. But when Freddie Prinze Jr. does it, I'm like, fuck you, dude. I can't go with you on this one. Like, I don't know. For whatever reason, Freddie Prinze Jr. is just always, he comes across as a little, I don't know, something. A little Fred from Scooby-Doo. Well, here we are, folks. How's everyone doing?
Exhausted, but
Doing
here.
decent.
All right. Should we... Does everyone have dice? Everyone have their dice ready?
Yes.
Yup.
Oh shit, no.
Aww.
But I mean, I could just online roll 2d6 real quick before I
What?
go grab them.
No, that's not... Okay, yeah, go ahead if you want to. Why don't you roll 2d6? I only said that as a stalling tactic so I can get my dice. But I've got them.
Oh, 6.
7. Oh.
8, 9.
Yep.
4.
Well, it's either gonna be really easy or really hard to recite last session.
Yeah.
I got a 9.
All right. Josh, it is.
Okay, so let's see. We picked up after we froze dude in carbonite well, we didn't freeze him in carbonite. We put him in a low berth. And then we went to leave, and our jump drive didn't work. Yeah, that was in the same place. Yeah. And so then we had to get no, we could make it. We ended up, Briar rigged it so we could make one jump. And we made that jump and went to go get it repaired and look at what maintenance costs were. And I think, did we pay the maintenance costs out of our pockets and then get reimbursed later? I think that was it, wasn't it?
First, yeah, before you... Yeah.
Or some of them at least, I think, or
Yeah.
something. I know
I think, like,
something.
I think the repair fees for the what's it called, for the jump drive you paid out of pocket, and then you got the bounty by the time you once you got the bounty, then you did that.
Yeah.
Use that for the
Yeah, so then after we got it fixed, we went to turn in the bounty. Froze dude in carbonite, We got paid, got hot chocolate.
A lot.
Yes,
Right.
a lot of hot chocolate. In fact, that probably needs to be put in the ship's
Yeah.
hold. After that, I think didn't we go back to went back to Drinax at that point, I think. And I think we ended up meeting with the princess, and she basically was kind of like, I don't know why I need to hold your hand, but why don't you go make some friends with other nobles? So we went and had dinner with some other lady. Before that, we went on a little shopping expedition to get clothes, talked to the lady, and is that where it stopped, or did we do anything after we talked to the lady? I think that's about the end of it, wasn't it?
Well, there's one thing pretty close to the end. You guys recruited a new crew member.
Ah, yes, yes, our steward.
Hmm.
Did we end with that mail jump, or did we pause before it?
I think you paused. We paused before it.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, you guys are hanging out in the ship. Ship's docked on the floating palace. What's the plan? You got a month. Did you mention that you had dinner with Lady Hill and she's throwing a ball in about a month?
Ah, yes, that was what I didn't remember. We're supposed to come back for the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, it's going to be a large party rather than a big old ball, but yeah, close enough.
Well, I know originally we talked about going to deliver some mail and possibly transporting some people and using up a month to do that.
Indeed.
Do we think we can make any more use of those time and jumps? Is there any place we could go to be useful?
Hmm. Well, we'll see. We have to be back here in a month. We can't really get ourselves tied up in anything. Um,
I mean, we haven't really touched on our prime directive yet, which is
yeah.
supposed to be raiding merchant supply lines.
Should we spend this month gathering information on merchant supply routes and possible bounties along the way?
That would probably help.
Because we can still get information without putting ourselves in the risk of not being able to make it back.
That's
Yes.
something that would be on the ship's computer, that sort of information, or is that something we need to go somewhere for?
So like general info on sorry, I'm face for myself. General info on trade routes is in your computer. Um, like information, like little extra bits that might be pertinent or helpful to piracy, you might want to like collect. Like, you kind of go around, go to some shady bars and chat some people up and do that sort of thing. Or you might want to like investigate on the scene. But you can get an idea of like trade routes for sure from your computer.
Okay, so it's not really would it take time to study the routes, or is it kind of just a quick check of like, oh, blank, look there?
I mean, it depends what you're looking for. Like you can just look to see what planets the routes go to, but
Yeah.
then it might take time to like go through and figure out what spots might be the best to actually start, to actually do some raiding.
That
I
would hurt.
I have a question about that then.
Go for it.
with the trade routes, would it be possible for us to get some sort of way to see it on the big map?
Uh, um, this is a question that I knew was going to come eventually, and I'm still trying to find. I haven't been able to figure out the best way to do it because um, on the big map, which is what you guys are looking at, right?
Yeah.
The trade routes for the Imperium and the high rate are already listed. They're the like tan and green lines.
Okay.
Um, but I can't figure out how to do like a good. I can't figure out how to make my drawing somewhat translucent. Um, so I've thought about at one point I tried to go in and do a little like polygon line and go like do something like that, but that cuts through. It's hard to do that without it cutting through like important information. Um, so that was my trouble. So I don't know if you guys have a preference on how you would like things written down. I could do that. I could do that for sure. Oh, hey, somebody did a purple one.
Yeah.
Because it goes, they almost exclusively go through, largely go through places where there are planets.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of them. I just have to figure out which. Yeah.
I mean, you could draw like the thinnest line you can because those
Draw
are
thin- yeah.
really small.
It's true. Yeah, you just do that.
It sucked to do, but
Yeah. Well, like what I just drew
Well,
there,
and
that's like the thinnest line that it gives me at
That's the
least.
thinnest.
And
Yeah.
then
Where did you draw it? The purple one? Oh no, the green one right there. That's not too
I
bad.
I have a little green one down there. Yeah.
Yeah, the
I mean,
green one.
alternatively, could we see the trade? Like, is there like, well, okay, is there like an actual map of the trade routes, or is it just spoken, or like, is this it?
I think it's just spoken because I feel like I looked for one at one point to use instead of this map and couldn't find it. And then
Hmm,
it's also a matter now of figuring out what book had the.
I see. I see. Because like, I think it'd be fun if we could decipher, like, look at actual trade routes, and we can draw our own route from it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
that's what I was kind of thinking. Like we could have like an overlay kind of type thing, where it's like it
Yeah.
has all of it, and then like we can draw on like our
Hmm.
own like route to hit these trade routes.
It's
what if
got
you
a good
did
name,
something like what I got on the screen there?
hmm
which,
Then you're
oh
not
yeah.
covering up any info because you're only drawing the lines on the blank areas.
Yeah.
But like, wouldn't it be more like this? You'd have to
Yeah.
do.
It would be a lot of that because I think that is a specific trade route that goes from like. Let's see if I just get. This isn't exactly right, but there's one called the Florian Main that goes from the Florian League. I think it goes like. Let's go through Ace, number one, Phoebus, Ogma, something like that, and across.
Ah, yeah.
So it spends because they try to spend as much time as possible on. Uh,
Inhabited areas.
Mhm.
Although I think I just found one thing. This might work. Here, I'm gonna send you guys this. I don't think I can turn this into. Oh shit! I hit cut instead of copy, but that's okay because cut copies, right?
Mhm.
There we go. Check that out. So that could work. You guys could look at that and then draw your route based on that. Although I don't know what some of these lines are. The blue dotted lines are couriers, apparently. I don't know where they're getting that, but
Okay, first things first, let me zoom the fuck out of on this map. Where's the zoom feature?
maybe not.
Hit control and scroll out.
No, that's not right. The red dotted line is the players for this particular campaign that this person's running that they've moved. Although there are some green lines that are.
Okay, so green are pre-established, red are just don't worry about them.
I think. Let me go back and
Yeah.
see what this
So
person
the one
says. Yeah.
starting in Yggdrasil,
Yeah.
that looks like the Florian, the route that you just said.
Yeah. That's the Florian route. Yeah, so the green. So just look at the green solid lines. Those are trade routes. There is this mishmash that goes from the Imperium, like starting at Fist, and goes through what's called the Borderlands sector. That is like Pandora and Tanith and
Pandora.
where's Tech World? There's Tech World. And then over to the High Rate. That's like one of the main that is the main trade route between the Imperium and the High Rate.
Hmm.
So the green lines are your trade routes, and there is
Okay.
a couple spots where the purple line intersects the green line, so you have to kind of look out for that one.
And to know who we're actually raiding from,
Hmm.
where the route's going.
So from Boulder to Exocet, that might be a decent spot to try and hit some.
Well, the other thing is keep in mind a lot of these things are going to be they're just going to be in jump space in that gap between Boulder and Exocet.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess we kind of have to either A, find out where people are jumping from or where people are going to. Though jumping from might be a little bit easier because going to is going to be very inconsistent.
Hmm.
So a lot of these jumps look like jump threes.
The so those are like the gosh, I can't ping this one. The like Boulder, Exocet, Palindrome, uh Chalchulutsu. Those are all
Yep.
jump threes. But the trade route from the Imperium that goes from Fist to Wildman or like Illigan, that's mostly jump two, except for the gap where they go from like Acrid to Tech World, though they would have to do that like Cordon, Argona, Spurl, Tech World. So because most traders will do a jump two route, although some larger convoys that are jump three capable will take those jump three routes. But if not, they'll typically go the jump two route. I think typically traders try to avoid jumping into empty space as much as possible because it's just like it's a good way to die if something goes wrong.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that's why like the Florian League is almost all jump two, jump one.
There's one area where they have to hit empty space. That's kind of this route that's going from the Florian League up through the Outer Rim Void and over to the Third Imperium.
Hmm.
'Cause those are like one,
That's
two,
a jump
three,
5,
four,
isn't it?
five.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Are
Um,
they? There's not even ships capable of that, are there?
Yeah, there are some jump five ships, but that's mostly like X boats. That's also not one that's like I don't know where that's not one I've seen in the books. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but I just probably haven't come across it yet.
Like pretty much that entire route is like jump 3 to jump 5.
hmm, okay. Um, is are we able to get another, or is it possible to take this map we're currently looking at on the roll 20 and
On roll
create
20.
a second version that's the same thing, but we can draw like trade routes on it just to keep it better?
I think the issue is that it's not technically I don't think it's like it's not an image, or at least it's not
Oh, okay, so there's
like I
not
can't
really a way to
copy, I
copy
can't
it.
save that as like a JPEG or anything to upload it to roll 20.
Mm,
Yeah, I would probably ignore. Well, Pax Roland. I mean, it's going up to Pax Roland, which is a pretty important planet, but maybe not.
because this is definitely a great reference tool, but I'd love to be
Hmm.
able to actually draw on it.
So the purple is going to be friendly things that we don't want to touch.
The purple lines.
Yeah, the purple lines, the purple areas. Those are the places
Oh,
we don't really want to hit.
that's for someone else's
Well,
campaign.
yeah, but like
Yeah,
Azum, Drinax, those two.
those two, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
You're also friendly with Clark now, but although it wouldn't be purple for you guys, but it's like, you know, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wait, stay out of that region. And the blue lines is Imperium, right?
Blue lines are
Yeah.
the Imperium ones. Green lines are the Florian League. Yellow
No,
lines.
those the blue dotted lines.
Yeah.
No, that's also just like player jumps. So just the green
Oh.
lines going through your
Oh,
space
so
is
just
actual trade
okay. The
routes.
green ones.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
So the purple dot, any of the dotted lines are just that's someone else's game, someone else's campaign.
Okay.
So you just want the green solid lines, and even then the
Good lord, they had a jump 6 ship.
it was on their Reddit. It was on their Reddit post. Someone asked them how they did it. They said they misjumped twice and ended up not dying.
Ah,
Yeah,
Huh?
Holy shit. That's
How?
pretty
Yeah.
impressive.
I don't know.
Impressive. I don't know what I said. Excuse me.
I heard impressive.
Okay,
go with
good.
you.
I thought I said something else.
so Runa Seer. It seems to be lower tech. It's only a Class B starport. Would that be a decent place to look? There's also like it's
Where's
not
that?
a hub per se. Aruna Seer is over
Uh-huh.
by or right next to Accurate Antenna.
Yeah.
221? Is that the
26,
26, 21.
2621? Okay, I can barely read that thing.
You can zoom in.
Yeah, I hate the zoom feature on like the control because it zooms in way too much or way
Ooh,
like too far.
Hey,
ooh!
Henry.
Somebody messaged me a video on that. Dun dun dun
I
dun.
didn't do it.
No, Alex did. I
Of
think,
course he did.
or
Oh
did it come up somewhere else?
no, that
No.
was yeah, that was me. It's
Or
Yeah.
maybe he's saying he did it just to take the credit.
If you go, so if you go to your the little cogwheel, Ricky, you can switch to percentage zoom versus or slider zoom for show
Oh
zoom
my god,
interface.
that is very nice.
But that is not mine to take credit for, right? I swear that's one of the things you sent me. Is it not?
yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
yesterday.
yesterday. Yeah.
It's like I know I sent it to you.
I was like, I swear I watched that. Yeah.
That was also what the ping and pull. You can
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
pull
That's right.
everybody to your ping,
Yeah.
so no matter where they're looking, it'll pull them to the spot that you're pinging.
Right.
Like,
To my ping.
oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No matter where everyone's looking, I can make
Hey,
them look at
Henry.
my ping. Yeah. Go for it.
Do you think you can put the UWP cheat sheet in the Google Drive?
Yeah, I think so.
It'd be a lot. I feel like it'd be a lot easier for me to
To read and maneuver through.
reference back and forth if I could just throw it on a different screen.
Yeah. Let me upload that. File upload. See where I had it. 5e nope, not 5e. This isn't 5e Traveler PDFs. UWP cheat sheet. And while I'm here, why don't I just I'll put it into the notes and handouts section.
Okay.
I'll put spacecraft cheat sheet there too. At some point, I was thinking I might, because I don't really use my Google Drive that much, so I've got a lot of storage space still. I might go back through the Dropbox stuff and move the Dropbox stuff over here. It's an undertaking because I put up a lot of stuff there.
Okay.
There's a basics cheat sheet.
Wait, we already have the UWP cheat sheet in there.
It's on Roll20. I was putting in the. Oh, do we have it in the Google
Yeah,
Drive?
it was modified on May 20th. Did you not just upload it?
I just uploaded one.
Okay. Then I might have just noticed it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's weird. It does say yeah. This
It
is May
says
2nd for me. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, same here.
Okay.
Weird. Maybe that's when I downloaded it. Hmm.
Okay, yeah, this will be a lot easier. Okay, so Aruna Seer, Class B starport, planet size
Nahoo.
is 0.9, so it's almost Earth-like in size. Or that's correct. Yeah, size is affected by gravity, so yeah. Or
Hmm.
other way, flip that.
Yeah. 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 One of
Um,
those things is correct.
Atmosphere is standard but tainted. 6.
I would ignore the trade codes though. That's the only thing I think is incorrect. It should be Agni, not Nahu.
Okay.
Um, it's agricultural and non-industrial, not whatever those two are. At least if you're looking at the that trade route one. Or
Nice.
maybe those are that must be something else. That must be like something that this person's campaign is doing. The NAHU.
Yeah, no, I switched back over to ours to read that
Okay,
code.
cool.
Say I don't see anything that's HU in there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what that is.
NA would be non-agricultural, so
Mm-hmm. But it is. It is. It's agricultural and yeah, non-industrial. NI. No, I guess the blue dotted lines are couriers out of the Imperium, which are those are the whatever you call them, the X boats that are jump ships capable. But I also don't know if that's also don't know if that's right, so I would just ignore those. It's possible. I don't think those routes wouldn't be known outside of the scouts.
The law level is 0 on Aruna Seer.
that sounds like fun.
And it's only tech level 6.
Be right back.
Man, this map is hard to try to find stuff. At least for me.
Which one?
I'm trying to like zoom all over the place.
Which one you're looking at?
Oh, just the map that he sent.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just a lot.
yeah, very much so.
So while everyone's been talking, I've been trying to find the one thing that everyone's talking about.
Arunasir?
I mean, I think I'm in the area, I'm pretty sure.
Follow the hexes literally straight up and to the right from Drinax.
Okay, and then I have to find that one. Give me a minute. Yeah, it takes me a bit for. It's why I haven't been talking. I'm trying to
Okay.
find.
Yeah.
Like I'm near Clark. I will get there.
Did you zoom the screen out so you can see more of the map?
Yeah, that did not help as much as I thought it would. So I will get there. Give me a minute. I'll find the place. It takes me a time. It takes me a time, I guess you could say.
Me too. I know what we're talking about,
Yes,
but
thank you.
it also takes
Thank
me
you.
a time.
It
Henry,
does. Yep.
Typically
you
like 30,
able to
45 minutes first thing in the morning.
Hmm.
Well, maybe not
Exactly.
45.
That's what I was saying.
That's a luxurious morning. Really, I got nowhere to be. I got nowhere to be if it's 45 minutes. Just chilling. I don't even have kids.
All right, we're getting somewhere. You're able to upload images on Roll20 for a map,
Mhm.
right? I
Where?
think I just gave us an image from that. All right. Okay, there. Just send a subject line. Are you able to convert that?
Yeah, I think so. The question will be how.
How translate?
Well, yeah, and expanding it up, how blurry it gets.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why are you saving this as all files? I don't know what that means. Can I download?
You probably have to open it in a browser and save it that way.
Yeah, I wanted to give an option
Here we go.
just to see its quality. I don't know if it'll work very well, but I'm also not sure how well a screen capture captures quality.
Yeah,
But
and we'll
we'll
see.
see.
Copy everything except the objects and tokens.
And in all honesty, with how massive the map is, you could just cut it in half and like
Yeah,
or cut it in quarters, and you just have to work between those quarters.
Put quadrants in there.
Yeah, because like I mean, to be honest, we're more than likely not going to be associating with 80% of the map at a given time. So it's going to be like the 20%.
Well, and I don't see us jumping like deep into the high right or at any point
Yeah.
in the near future.
yeah.
I think at most we're pretty much going to be staying around like the Drinax chain here, going over to like the Pandora cluster, up to
Sorry,
Norco and Palindrome.
the what cluster?
The Pandora cluster. That's what I'm just calling it.
No, that's not how we.
Okay.
That's not how we say that name.
Okay.
You gotta say it like the bad guy in Avatar.
Okay, so it looks like when you zoom in,
Pandora.
you can't
You
like.
got a deep voice. That's how he says it. That's the only way I can say it.
It
Sorry,
seems
sorry.
like you can. No, you're good. You're good. It seems like you can read the name, but you can't really read the code per se.
Yeah,
But it gives you enough to know what you're looking at.
it's also not letting me upload it. I wonder if the file's too big.
Oh yeah, file's too big. Then
How big is this? How big
definitely
is
gonna
a
be a big one.
piece of string?
And here I am. Anytime I say Pandora, I'm thinking of Borderlands.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, that's a better. It's more fun. That's
I
giving me
mean, when
more
I
hours of
hear
enjoyment.
Pandora, I think of Avatar.
That's what. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was going with. But
Yeah.
It's
Borderlands is
956 kilobytes.
kilobytes. That
Nah,
should be
it's
fine. Why
18
is it
So-
not?
kilobytes.
Am I the only one who's humored by the fact that New Moscow is literally just behind the red curtain
Yes.
on the
Yes.
Wait.
That's funny.
Because I've seen New Moscow. Let me go over there.
It's also
Hey.
2 jump away from Fist.
Yeah,
So it's like
Yep.
but this
Hey,
Moscow
Nick.
is way easier to invade because you don't have to go so far inland. You know, it's right on. It's right on the cusp. You're not going to get frozen. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it's not. It's still working on the upload. I'm trying, but oh, there it is. Hey, speak of the map, and it will finish loading. We'll send this to the map layer.
That would be a nice quality of life if we could just
Just
condense
You
it
flip
do it?
down
between them
into
both.
real time.
Yeah, it still has all the the nonsense like
Yeah,
other parties movements, but it is nice to have those trade routes when that's sort of like an important thing.
I
Uh,
couldn't
it
find
is
the map.
pretty blurry. You can't read the You can kind
Yeah.
of read them. Here, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Or
Then it get even worse.
I mean, it's not that. It's not
But, like,
great.
whenever I looked at it, I can read the name kind of, but
Yeah,
that's really it. But it's enough
exactly.
to get the point because we're using it as trade routes. So at the very least, I mean,
I wonder if
it's
I
a
could just
reference sheet.
having that. I feel like maybe at some point I can just go in and actually just do that here on this map.
That's true.
Now that we have that reference.
There's no like highlighter mode, is there?
Uh, is there? I don't think so. That would be nice. That would be perfect, but no, I don't think so.
Because like that would be like the best thing.
Yeah. No, that would be like exactly what we would want. That's not going to be.
Are you able to add a layer on top of this map? That's just trade
Uh,
routes?
yeah. The trick there would be getting it to where, like, so like you could add in another image, although I don't know if you could have it be transparent.
I see.
Um, and then it would the trouble then would be like resizing it and having it fit exactly. But I don't know. I think I can just do this. Why don't I? Do we want to do green? What's a good color for trade routes? I guess green's fine.
Hey,
I feel
green would be.
green. Yeah.
I'll do like a green is also for the friendly and hate mats. All right.
I mean, we can go
Maybe
with like
like
yellow.
neon yellow or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A nice chartreuse.
Chartreuse. There we go. I'll do that. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yellow also just ignores. Well, that's the high rates color too. Is yellow. I'll just do green. That's
Is dark
fine. It's fine.
purple? Is this dark purple outline like ours?
That's Drinax. Yeah.
No. I
Okay.
was gonna
Let's
say
see.
dark
First,
purple, but there's always something to do that.
what's this planet 219291 ping? Okay, so there's our first line. We're doing one route right now. It's
Yeah,
Janus all the way down to Tier over to Asus.
all we're dealing with. So
Janus. Yeah, I mean this isn't horrible, right?
oh, I see it. Yeah,
Yeah, no, that works.
Yeah, that'll work.
it gets the job done. As long as we know where they're going, because like it's a whole
Asus
ass
to Ace to
sector.
number one.
So.
Yeah. It's not gonna be. I could do the polygon and have it be straight lines, I guess. Phoebus to Ogma to Torpal, ignoring Clark to blue. Okay. I wonder if I no maybe I don't know. The orange here, and then it gets crazy. Oh, I've got two
And then it goes
screens.
what directly over to Cordon, or then it goes down to Tech World, or
Yeah.
up to Exoet or Exoset.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, yeah, maybe I'll do like different colors for the different trade routes, and then I realized that when it gets to that's like the Borderlands subsector. When it gets there, it's like a hodgepodge. Or it's here to Corden, to James Corden, to Tech World.
Yeah.
Those are the four out of Exoset, right? Or out of Orange here. So we'll go up
Yeah,
to Boulder,
Orange.
Palindrome.
And then it bypasses and goes up to Chalahattakuchi.
Yeah. Child had a what?
What?
Excuse you?
What's the best? What's the best letter to cross out? Because one of them's gonna get unless we go like right there. There we go. That'll work. It kind of looks funky, but that's fine. Oops, that's the whole map. Don't do that. And then Albie. Okay, there's that one.
So the only place we could really feasibly check out within a month would be Torpal.
Week up, mess around for 2 weeks, and then week back.
Yeah. Other option is we're friendly with Clark if we knew some way to curry more favor with them, because that's the other thing we're supposed to be doing, right? Making friends and allies and all that such.
Ooh, these are gonna get funky. This area's gonna get real funky.
If you're going with coordinate, it gets what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It goes 6 different places.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like cutting through all kinds of names and stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
because it goes directly north. It goes up to Fist. It goes what down to Argona. It goes over to Acrid. It goes over to Arunasir.
Tech World too. Yeah,
Yeah, and down to Tech World.
it's getting real ugly. It's getting real ugly. Uh-oh. Does it go to Pandora? No, it skips Pandora. It goes straight to Wildman.
Does it skip Pandora?
I don't know. Maybe it's saying it doesn't, but it looks like it just cuts right through the planet. Wildman goes straight to Acrid too. It's getting rough. Cordoned Fist. How am I gonna
Poor
get there?
Umemi doesn't get any trade routes.
You,
No.
me.
Yeah,
Already as a Umtiti, he used to be a French soccer player, and I was like, Umtiti, that's not right. And nope, it's Umemi, not Umami. Oh yeah. Uh,
so literally
Fist.
the only one in that entire little group that doesn't have a
Yeah.
single trade route.
I wonder what's going on with there. In the fist.
They probably
And
pissed off all
Mountains.
the traders.
Yeah. I think that's mostly right.
Man,
What am I missing?
these traders really don't just jump into open space anymore.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
We'll just
Oh, I
move
got
around.
this whole southern Argona to Spurl. Tech World to Spurl. Oh shit.
So are the people of Argona like lizard folk?
Yeah.
Are they Argonians?
Oh god.
Argonians, yeah. All thieves. Um
Just a whole planet of lusty maids.
Tech World to Paul. And Paul to Chuck. Chuck to Birney. Birney. Oh, Birney is gonna fuck up everything. Sorry, Sink. Oh, stop it. Oh no. Oh god. What have I done? Okay. It's okay.
Thank you for taking your time and doing this.
No, it's okay. Burrito. Burrito. I'd go for some burritos.
That is a Fritos. Like they have a whole planet.
Yeah. It's the store brand Doritos. Yeah.
The company just got so rich. They're like, fuck it, let's just buy a planet.
It's expand. Yeah.
There's just a world called the world.
Oh,
What
yeah.
in the world?
Piracy. Piracy.
I thought it was where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
How about we just let that sink in? Don't worry, I'll be a pal.
Oh, you're living in a fantasy.
All right, there's too many references. I don't know whether to put puns or not.
Did you not watch the show Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? That show was the shit.
I don't want to make y'all feel old, but I have never heard of that.
Oh.
I
There
haven't
was a
done what I was
Where
about to
in
say.
Time is Carmen Sandiego show too. That was also interesting.
I
Uh-huh.
haven't done what I'm about to say, but I was looking at other names. I was like, oh, well, I've seen the porn version.
A man of culture.
Just looking at names. I'm just looking at names. I'm sure, what's that,
Sure
roll
you
42?
are. Uh-huh.
Roll, whatever roll that is.
34.
37? 44? 34? What?
34.
Yeah. 34. There we go.
I thought it was 42.
I don't know what
Oh
roll
wait,
42
that's the
is.
meaning of the universe.
That's the meaning of life,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, 42.
Hey Doom, just write down like 20 for the puns there.
Here, let's see. I'm gonna just put a new pun count.
I mean, if you want, I could just start naming off random shows I used to watch to see if you know any of them.
I'm literally putting references that are older than me.
I mean, yeah. Well, back on the homestead. There we go. That's my last one. We didn't watch it. I'm gonna hold off on this northern one just because I don't know what that is. That never came across any of my reading. I'm just like, search one thing. Hide. Looks like that's a jump, more of a jump.
It's more of a jump the Millennium Falcon can make.
Yeah, more like a courier sort of thing. Yeah. Okay. Oh well. All right. We're good.
What's the T next to Torpal on our map mean?
Tolerant.
Okay.
I need to go back and put a that's the other thing I needed to do is put a little key for those. Where has my little dog gone? Where can he be? I can probably do that real quick too. I found my book. So H is like the best one. That's Haven. That's really is only I think only Drinax is your only Haven right now. It's not in the book. That's in the PDF. Shoot, it's gonna be okay. No, it's gonna be fine. I'll fix this later. I just want to get it written down. E for tolerant. Is that right? Yeah.
I just glanced over and saw Tanar. And my first thought was Tanir to far to wherever you are.
Sounds like a Star Trek character, Tanar. Suspicious. Doesn't even get an S. It's just suspicious. Suspicious. Unfriendly.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be
suspicious.
suspicious.
I
It's just
still have to
downright-
finish that show.
Apparently you used the wrong color. I just noticed the key down at the bottom says the green is Expo route.
Uh, for which one?
On our main map, if you go down at the bottom, there's a little key down there for the existing
Oh.
line.
Uh-oh. Well, that's all right. We know as far as we're concerned, it's trade routes.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
That's a quick, oh no, and Henry just scratches out the whole thing.
Just delete the whole map completely. I'll put the key for the other stuff right next to that. And then I'll just go do this too. Why not? Because I'm here. So, oopsie. Ooh, don't do that. Ooh, don't do that. There you go. Now the little neon green line is also trade route. Oh, I can't. Can you not? Can I? Can I? Cool. There we go. Although there are some like F? No, we're good. All right. Whew. How's that for an admin role? Da, 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 da. What's the plan?
Do we have any outstanding tasks we need to do?
Raid
Just
cargo
what-
ships.
We're just waiting for a ball, I think, at this point.
Okay.
I mean, in range of us is, I think, Torpel or Clark makes the most sense. Torpel's on a trade route.
Hmm.
Clark is friendly to us, but I don't know what to do once we get to those places. Maybe if we go to Torpel, there would be some sort of like, I don't know, local bounty we could do.
Possibly, or we could go to the party planet and, I really miss the alcoholic hot chocolate. I'm not gonna lie.
You bought 2 giant tubs of them.
And
She's saying that as she's like holding the little thing down, and the last drop of it comes out into her mug.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, and
And I say it again, isn't chocolate toxic to dogs?
Yeah, it really is.
I am
But
not going
it's,
in that bathroom.
it's very bad.
Luckily, she has her own bathroom.
yes, thank you.
Thankfully.
But no, I mean, like, we could relax at this planet, or we could just do odd job missions, like deliver the mail. We could be the UPS of space.
Are we turning this campaign into Futurama at this point?
Yeah, basically.
I mean,
We
it works
could-
out pretty good.
We could like, if it's all right with you guys, we could, be pirates. But that's
Right, sorry.
Hey,
the
hey.
mail carrying was lucrative. But yes, we could
he like looks around
pirate.
to make sure Mara's not around, because I don't think you fully said that you guys were pirates. I think you said
Nope.
things can get hairy,
You sure
and
did.
she was like, whatever, that's fine.
Yeah, so like you'll have Jinx will like will pull in closer. Yeah, that you know what? That was a brilliant idea, buddy. She'll like pat him on the shoulder.
His tail
Now
wags
let's
a little.
find the best area to pirate. As she looks over the map.
I'd like to imagine the person we just hired just staring and then just like turns around. It's like, okay. Like, I'm just a steward here.
Yeah, she's in her
Well, yeah,
room hanging out.
they're prepping the steward stuff, whatever that is.
So I guess some things like There you go. Silly songs for Lappy. So I mean, some of the things like there are like pirating mechanics in terms of like finding prey,
Hooray.
capturing the booty, all that sort of stuff. And the big thing is like finding prey where you are in terms of like if it's on a main trade route, if it's not, if it's a high traffic world, if it's a secure world. There are like, also all those things that that you guys were talking about earlier. Those all factor into like what sort of prey might be there, and also what the like response might be in terms of like law enforcement. So you can really pirate anywhere, but there are repercussions and consequences for wherever you decide to pirate.
What do you mean there's international law for us?
No, it's the planet's law.
Ah. Even better. Well, I mean, yes, Porpole and
Purple's literally the only place on the trade route we can really feasibly make it to and have time to do anything. But it's also like got a super high law level there.
mm, I mean, we could go to the planet and look for posted bounties. Alternatively,
Yeah. A. Well, what the fuck is the point of having a law level of A when 9 is everything?
Just yeah,
Because
just
they
you
extra
just want yeah
outlaw 'em. They extra outlaw
yeah.
'em. They have them outlawed, and then they outlawed them again.
Yeah, so Torpo doesn't like sound like a fun place at all. I mean,
yeah. It's outside of that.
I mean, and just because it has a high law level doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be like as soon as you jump in, they're going to be all over you. Like you guys are going to have to, really with pirating anywhere, you're going to want to like get in, get the loot, and get out kind of as quickly as you can. There's just kind of the like,
Are we parked at Drinax right now?
yeah, you're parking Drinax.
Okay.
So essentially, what we need to do is hit fast and haul ass.
Mm-hmm.
do we want to try this whole piracy thing? Or
Piracy and the Pirates
Hmm.
of Drinax campaign? What?
Crazy thought.
I mean, yeah, I think we go to Torpor and see
Yes.
what's all up.
We need to.
I mean, the song still stands. We are the pirates who don't do anything.
I will I'll set a course for Torpol then.
All right. Uh, Lexi, do you want to give me a piloting check real quick, just to pull out and head out to space?
9.
Scrape the wall on the way out. Nice. Okay, yeah, you're fine. Just tries to turn the ship around inside the hangar bay and just knocks over a bunch of crates and things. Cool, yeah. And then, Josh, you said you already rolled the astrogation check?
11, yep.
Okay, cool. And I'm assuming you guys probably filled up. You filled up on Drinax. All right. Then we just need Briar's
That'd be a tan.
10. All right. Sweet. You guys jump to Torpal. You said Torpal?
Yep.
Torpor.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you guys got a week in space, and yeah.
Yeah, was I on 6 or 7 last time?
You were on 32.
I don't think I was. I'll just play it safe and say 6. Alright, week 7.
You say that now.
I mean, you should have the same as everybody else, right? I think I'm the only one who's behind.
Mm-hmm.
I was behind at one point, so I don't know.
Oh wait, our training thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to start a new one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just hit week 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so this should be my last shit.
Oh, this kid puts me at 8 then.
I was
Yep.
gonna say when Doom wasn't here, I think we jumped twice, so we got two
Yeah.
weeks.
At the
Yeah.
very beginning, yeah,
Yeah.
when he was
Yeah.
kidnapped.
Okay.
Yes.
If
And then
jumped
Gino had to steward for a week.
one.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
So okay.
So it's an education role, right?
I believe.
Can I train a subsection of a main skill? Like, can I train in artillery gunner since my gunner is at 0, so I could get a 1 in it?
Exactly. Yeah, you can only once you
Yeah,
have the
you can
0,
do
that you can only train in a sub. Yeah,
Okay.
simply.
Let me
Artillery?
see.
Once you have
Ah,
the overall skill.
I think I'm going to train in remote ops. That sounds good.
Ooh.
You have computers.
Yes, I do.
There you go.
Oh, I have
Okay.
electronics. It's under electronics.
No.
Electronics
Yeah.
is comms, computers, remote ops, and sensors.
Remote
There you
ops
go.
is like drones and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, controlling drones and robots and things.
Yeah. Woot.
Yeah, average 8 up education check for the
An 8.
Well, no, you don't need to roll anything because you just get your week. But as for Josh, who just got his 8th week.
Oh, right.
An 11,
Yeah,
so I'm good.
Yeah, so then you got your study period.
0 in recon.
Nice.
Yay! We're recon
You've done
buddy.
you've done really well at like the hide and seek
My
games.
hide and seek.
Yeah.
I spy.
We finally said, "Alright, come out. We can't find
Yeah.
you."
I found Kirsch hiding in a corner in a little gold circle swirled around me. I get her a big dong.
Yeah.
You found Carmen San Diego.
Which version? No.
That's
Okay.
I was out there with the one of the 6-inch floppies.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. What's everyone else trading? So Jinx just started on remote ops, so she's got a little drone kicking around in the
Yeah, you see me with
cargo
it,
bay.
and it's like I keep hitting a wall with it or something. I'm assuming.
Yeah. And then Briar's still working on the same thing.
Athletics. Yep.
Okay. Cool. How about Lexian?
I just started my second week of, my second study period of spacecraft pilot.
Okay. Cool. All right. But yeah, there's your week, and you guys jump out of this, come out of jump space. You know, outside of Torpal's gravitational pull.
Well, I did destroy the drone, so that's a positive.
I mean, that could probably get costly, I guess.
I didn't destroy it. We're okay. It's just dinged. I'll get better.
Okay, Captain Pirate. We're here now. What do we do next?
The first thing she would think of is to check a bounty board of some type and see if there's like any monsters to slay.
Oh, we were here to do piracy.
Oh shit! Right. Sorry.
Any monsters to slay? Yeah, there is a
Hey, ships are monsters to slay.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
The
That's right.
drone has just yeah.
The H-
But
the HMS Bugbear has been terrorizing. Yeah.
yep.
The
Uh,
monster slayers of Drinax.
she'll at least like sit and we'll just look. Is there anyone in the vicinity of us that might seem like a good hit, so to speak?
Anybody that might be a good hit. Why don't you give me a 2d6 roll? But okay, so take your dice, take your 2d6, look at them, and dedicate one to be the tens digit and one to be the ones digit, and then roll and tell me what the 2-digit number is. That makes sense?
Okay, in order. I'm
So it'd be
staring
max
at
of
them.
60, max of 66, min of 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ones, tens. Okay. I got 62.
Nice.
Woot!
Yeah, you question is how far away. You're checking, you come in, you're checking the sensors, looking around, and you do spot a small freighter, so possibly like a far trader, that is it coming into port or coming out of port? That is kind of jumped in somewhat parallel to you, far away space distances, but it looks like it's heading into the planet or into the starport to either refuel or do some sort of thing. But you can see it.
I point the ship out. Boys,
3D,
I think this is the one.
5, 10, 11.
We have our heading.
Oh, yeah,
Could you
like
consider
that.
that a pun? Because we're in the thruster, the devastator.
Say it again.
What?
Maybe.
Eh,
What?
eh.
We're in the Ron Jeremy.
What?
We're
I don't know who Ron Jeremy is. I'm saying in character, I know who he is out of character.
Oh, he's an ancient Earth, something.
But yeah, no, here, and I will point on the map where I see the far trader. We should go after that one.
What's the plan? We're just opening fire? I mean, if we destroy them, there's not much to be made, right?
I sit and think about it. AKA me, who's never played a pirate, tries to think of something a pirate
Pirate knowledge.
character who has almost captained their own ship pirating would think of as a plan to get the ship.
Mm-hmm.
do the thing and do it well.
Exactly.
I need a couple seconds to pull up some information. Oh my god, why is my cat
Mini
gonna
pirate.
break down my door?
Very raid.
Ready, Pirate One.
Maybe if we could
Raid Shadow Legends.
cut
Oh
them
no,
off from going into port.
not you. Are you sponsored by them?
No.
I just break out into an ad.
Yeah, guys, let's pause the game. We're just getting an ad read.
This traveling game brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
What planet is this? Torpal?
Yes.
Sorry,
Yes,
I had
sir.
to roll 3D and multiply it by the
50?
no, by the planet's diameter. Let's just Google it. Okay, Google it. Okay, Google it. That works. Oh, so not helpful. Oh well, we'll just go like this. We'll go off the table. We are going to put you guys. Well, I'm going to move you guys to the Space Range Tracker. You are in the center, obviously, and they are
Over there.
they're at distant range.
Distant.
So they're over 50,000 kilometers. I also shit, did I not do that?
They're outside of our radar range.
No, they're
No.
inside your radar range. This is just like so these are distances that let you know how long it would take you to get in contact with them or like to get upright on
Okay.
them.
How's
And
boat
for whatever
sharing?
reason, I went in and put the non-func or like I don't know the non-functional information in terms of like I added in the
Bye.
who left, who died, Courtney died.
Courtney died.
I went in and added the distances, but I didn't add in the like mechanical information on how many rounds it takes you to cross that distance.
Ah, yes,
Give me
that
one
is good
second.
information for me to know.
That's important information. Or how many thrust points it takes, rather.
You're making
Yeah,
it too
yeah.
easy.
Sorry. Yeah.
Too easy.
I'm really setting you up there. That was, okay. Let's put the thrust. Let's yeah.
Sitting here staring at this screen, all I can think is, Captain, we've lost the beeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
Yeah. Ooh, 1. So the red is going to be how many of those things that you need to cross that space. No, short is 2.
A whole 1 thrust.
That's all it takes sometimes.
Wow. Efficient, are we?
Efficient. Yeah, very efficient.
I mean, you are close. What do you expect?
And how many
That's
how
true.
many thrust points does the ship have?
I don't know. Check your
We're
ship.
a
Check your ship
thing,
page.
aren't we?
I'm trying to
Yeah,
find
we
You're
got
pretty
stick.
fast. Yeah.
We've got a lot of thrust.
Yeah. Would you expect anything
Wow,
else?
10
Anything less of
thrusts.
a
That's a lot.
yeah, it takes 50.
My ship only has 2 thrusts.
We have a thrust of 6.
Okay. Fuck it. My PDF have to be sideways. I can't.
I have returned. Discord
Welcome back.
die completely.
You could say
I
it's
do-
sowing discord.
I
Okay.
said Discord didn't die completely.
Yeah, but it's trying to sow discord.
I guess.
Tally is pretty high today, Heads. My god.
This ship has a thrust score of that, which means, yeah. So, well, it's distant from you. We're not in, you haven't like made your intentions clear. So we're not in like initiative or anything, but it's recently jumped in. Maybe you guys jumped in like a couple hours of Jinx going over like the sensor readings and everything, and she noticed this ship jump in. Looks like a good target. And yeah. Oh, that's helpful. Can anyone read me off the planet size for Torpal?
No, because the planet's gone, because we're on different
Yes.
screen.
Yes, I can.
Shoot.
Oh, wait. No,
okay.
I can't. We got that other map.
Yes.
Yeah, I did mess you up, didn't I?
Step one.
Torpal, size. Wait a second.
8,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
What?
8,000
8,000?
kilometers.
Doesn't
Yep.
sound right.
Look at a whole new chart.
Wait, yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah, that's weird. That's what it says, but it must be something else because this is like, think about 8,000. How big is the Earth? I don't know.
5,000?
I think Earth is like 12,800 kilometers because it's a size 8.
The diameter of the Earth is 12,756.
Yeah. Because that's where you get to 1 gravity. So,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Okay.
this is like half of the size of Earth. It's a little place.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're good. I got it now. 5. What's your approach? What's your plan? What you guys doing? What's your what are your intentions?
To thrust that way.
I'm just going boom. Well,
Do I need to start thrusting away?
accelerate, brake. Accelerate, brake.
I'd like to. Oh, sorry, Kevin.
Oh no, you go ahead.
I don't think you want me to go ahead. Go ahead, Peter.
But well, I was thinking, since is our ship in the middle, or is that the ship we're trying to hit?
That's you.
Okay.
Oh,
I
you can
would
see the ship trying to hit?
me would suggest to probably stay out of their sensor range, come at them from behind, and just like hit the engines. And maybe their
Sensors aren't
communications away.
directional.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you're already
Well,
in
then-
their sensor range at this point because you're out near the planet.
Well, come from behind anyway, and like hit their communications and engines, so they're kind of dead in the water and can't talk to anybody. Then just saddle up alongside them and get them.
And a Viking we shall go.
Okay. So you're just gonna just full thrust, track him down, and get him, run him down as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too much of a child.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah. How would you tell the direction of a ship in space?
You look at its you just look at its trajectory, right? You check its current position, wait a couple
Okay.
seconds, and check its next position, and draw a straight line because
Yeah.
in space, that's the whole thing about ships in Star Trek and Star Wars turn actual ships on water where they just kind of swoop around, whereas actual ships in space go in a straight line, and then they have to try to decelerate completely
Right.
to kind of change angle.
Right. Okay.
But I don't know. We're kind of doing a bit of both. But yeah, you can see their trajectory. They're heading. They're on a course to meet up with the starport, the high port.
But yes, that is Jinx's
there was-
suggestion.
I missed
They're
one check. I
all-
was supposed to have you guys do, but that's fine.
So if they're over 50,000 kilometers away, can we even get to them before they're super close to the planet? How far are we from the planet right
Do you want to give me a sensor? Someone want to give me a sensors check to kind of check how long it's going to take them to get in? Just
now?
doing the math between their speed, the distance between them and the starport, and the distance between you and them.
8, 9, 10. 10.
10. It looks like it's going to take them. What was it again? It's going to take
I know
them.
they can't thrust near as hard as us, but
No, they can't. It's going to take them 5 hours. It's going to take them a full 5 hours to get to the starport.
Shall I get to
That's a lot.
thrusting, Captain?
Yeah. And it's going to take you guys about 45 minutes to get assuming they're going at the speed they're going, which is assuming that is their max speed, and you were to go at your max speed, it would take you about 45 minutes to come in contact. But the range on your weapons is better than that. You could where's your sheet? I should open up your ship sheet.
So we're taking it real slow. 45 minutes for first contact?
It's important. It's important.
You can't just go straight into it. You gotta,
Yeah.
soothe.
You gotta ease your way into it.
Yeah.
we don't have the range in our character in our sheet. We probably should do that.
Yeah. Probably.
Missile rack is very long, right?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
I can't remember if the other ones.
How long does it take after we shoot the missile rack from a long distance? Because I know it's like
Depends on the distance. So, hey, I just flipped to that page right as you asked. So, missile flight between medium, so medium and below, it impacts the same round. Long, it takes 1 round to impact. Very long, 4, and distant 10 rounds to impact.
and I assume is a negative accuracy. Or
No, it's just what's your other? Sorry, what's your other particle barbette? Is that your other one?
Yep.
Yes.
Very long is the range for that one.
Oh, they're both
Nice.
very long. Sweet.
Yeah.
we are
So we could
rocking
try
it.
to.
So we got a hung ship.
I guess actually technically it would take 45 minutes for them to be in very long range
Oh wow.
because
And
that
then-
distance is to cross 1 range band, and then it's 25
And then it would
thrust
take
to get.
half of that to get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so essentially we're just having it each time.
hmm
So 45 minutes, about an hour and 10, maybe, to get into long range.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then after that, it's going to be about an hour and a half to get to short and close range.
Yeah. And the question is too, do you if you just go if you put yourself on an intercept course and go full thrust at them, they have sensors, and the worst thing you could possibly have in space is 2 ships colliding with each other. So they'll get sensor warnings that will go like collision, like collision alert that that you're projected to collide, and then they look at the sensors and be like, wait, what? Why are these people on a intercept course with us? Versus if you guys are just going in the same direction, you can wait until you're a little bit closer before you. They don't know you're pirates right now. That's so you guys. Those are the other things. Is how you want to go about this. Is also that way as well. There are other ships. There are other ships floating around in space. There are other traders coming in and out of the port. This is a trade route. But we're talking about it could take hours for another ship to get to them to help them, or it could
And remember, there's barely any surprise in space.
yeah. Even though no one can hear you scream.
Well, unless you just yell over the sensors for the 45 minutes you're being attacked.
That's true. That will work. That would yeah. That would definitely work.
But no, I like that idea. We just run parallel to them, keep an eye on them, and just
Broadside them.
get closer and closer like a shark.
What should we say if they calms us and be like, "Hey, why are you driving so close?"
We could yell, "This is a stick up!"
You might hate your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay. So if I guess first thing is if you're going to do that approach, will you give me a piloting check with your dexterity?
With my dexterity.
Yeah.
You just
What do I have to hit?
What'd you roll?
I rolled an 8.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you good. You said a good course. Yeah, so you got a course. Your course is on track. It's going to take you a little bit longer because you're not making a direct intercept course, but they should be within. They'll be in very long range in about 45 minutes. Maybe we'll call it an hour. It's going to take you a little bit longer.
Do we fire as soon as we get into very long range, or are we trying to get closer?
I say we try and get a little bit closer.
If we go medium, our missile silo is going to be instant. If we go long,
Did we fix it to shoot all sides?
No, we have not
No.
got a.
Okay, so I would have to point a ship at them.
Hey, you mean yeah? So they're
Yeah.
so okay. If we'll say,
I
This is your forward because the blips, the creeps, and the beeps, the
We're-
sweeps.
Yeah. We're in space, so we can keep a trajectory while our
While you
nose
turn.
is pointed the other direction.
We'll say you're like, so rather than you being them being straight on like this, they're still within that 45-degree angle right now. You're like heading, they're gonna go. They're going this way, and you've got your ship to kind of go like that way. So rather than like the lines meeting up, you're still not like, it's just not as suspicious as like you heading right into their
Don't be
trajectory.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yeah. We'll say hour passes. They are very long range.
Did we want to
And
take
you're
that?
going full bore, all 6 thrusts.
Whoa.
We're just thrusting away here.
6. That's a lot.
Yeah, we are. Whew.
They look like they're going about a thrust.
What if we ease up and spend another hour? Like if we cut our thrust to 3, then it would take us another hour, but we'd go to long range.
Mhm.
At that point, we're within 3 hours of the.
4.
Would we be within 4?
Did I say 6 or 5?
You
I
said
said
You
5,
said
didn't I?
5 hours.
Oh, okay, cool. I wrote down 6 on accident, so that's right. It's 5. Yeah, so you're
Okay.
right. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And the closer we get, the easier it would be for them to retaliate and or figure out who we are.
Yeah, our weapons probably outrange anything they've got right now.
Yeah. I mean, I would still like to get into long range. And if we only take a half an hour, still a full thrust, we'll be in long range.
I guess we're heading mostly toward the planet, so if we're going full thrust, it doesn't look that bad yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, will you give me another piloting check? If that's your plan.
Another 8. Look at that. Oh, wait, with
There you
that,
go.
it's 9. Haha.
Nice. Yeah. 30 minutes go by. They're in long range.
Alright, El Capitan. Did you want to get into a turret and fire away?
You don't have to ask me twice. As I, tell everyone to stay the course, I jump into a turret with my other wolf buddy.
All right. Are you taking the missiles or the particle parpet?
Would missiles count under turret? Would they both count under turret?
Yeah, they're both turret.
Yeah, missiles. The only thing I think I don't know if we did it right last time, but missiles don't technically. They don't actually. You don't make an attack roll. They. It's. Where is it? How do I get that up there? Missiles. It's my private domicile. Missiles are launched in salvos. A salvo is all the missiles launched by a ship against a single target in the same combat round. This could be a single missile from a single turret. Does it say what kind of turret it is? Does it just say missile turret?
Yeah, we just say missile rack, single turret.
Missile
It
rack.
doesn't. Yeah, on a single turret.
Okay.
Single turrets in your area.
I think the one on particle barb is a double turret. I think we don't have it written
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. We'll go back to that at some point. Basically, you just launch a missile because that guy did. And then they can potentially take countermeasures. Is what happens with missiles.
But also, at this point, it's going to take a full round for it to get there.
So they'll have a round to react and respond.
They also cost money.
Ew, money.
I mean, we
Yeah,
pay.
so when a missile salvo reaches its target, the missile makes an attack roll as normal in the attack step. However, neither the gunner skill of the traveler that fired the salvo nor range are used as a modifier.
Hmm.
Yeah, except instead, the number of missiles remaining in the salvo greatly affects their chances of making a successful attack. DM +1 to the attack roll for every missile in the salvo. Missiles almost always have the smart feature. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Um,
So you'll roll for the missile once it impacts.
we'll have Kirsch. I'm always gonna butcher that guy's name. We'll have the NPC on the missile. I will get on
Hey,
the other one. Yes.
You got his name right.
Yeah, it's
Oh
Kirsch.
yay!
Really fucking call it the NPC.
Yeah, the NPC.
What's the NPC?
New person
AKA Cargo.
count. New person count. That's what that means.
I'm not the newest anymore. She is Mari's. Like, I've been here now. I'm like established. I've got seniority at least over her.
You do have a point.
Can I be a PC? Can I just be a PC?
Sure, you can be
What,
a
like for XP?
No. You're not allowed to be a player.
New person joins the call. The secret
Yeah,
player.
this is how
All along.
it's all big. It's all a plan. Yep. My twin brother, January. Okay, so you're gonna put him on the missiles.
Yep, he's
Okay.
going on the missiles.
Cool. And then, are you firing too? Then.
Oh heck yes.
Okay. So yeah, he'll fire. You can fire. It's your
I'm
gunnery
gonna
skill
use the
plus
same
your
dice
dex.
that I used to roll the thing.
And then
Okay.
are there modifications based on range?
Oh, I rolled really good.
So you're at what? Long range? You get a
Oh,
minus. You get a -2. You're still at long range, yeah. You get a
okay.
-2, but you've got a beam laser, so you get a +4. Or particle barbets? It's particle. It's a beam, not a. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
you
I
get a total of
rolled
+2,
in total +2. Okay.
plus
I-
your dex and your skill.
Yeah, I rolled a 12. Plus my dex is 14. Plus current is 13. Plus 2 more is 15. So I got like best roll on the thing. It's very exciting.
That is exciting. Yeah, you want to roll your damage? 4d.
Wow, 40 damage. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, 4d6. 46
Fucking
damage.
one shot that ship.
Yeah.
Okay. 17 points of damage.
And it's also plus the effect,
Oh, is there plus more stuff?
right?
I think you're right.
Right?
I guess.
And you rolled what was your total for the attack roll? 15? 14?
No, the attack roll was 12 plus 2, 14 plus 1, 15 plus 2, 17. And then for damage, I rolled 17 too.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, so 17 plus 9. 26.
Yes. That sounds right.
Excellent. Let me write down 2. Where's the whole points? Where's the whole points? Ah. Sorry, I'm trying to read this PDF.
Let
but I
me
can't.
guess. They have 26 hull points. Excellent.
Yeah, they've got 25 actually. No, they've got 80. Okay, it's normal shit.
What do you mean they get one shot by our missile silo? I need to start cracking out Holt cracker. That would do it.
It's just open airlock, drive up alongside, shoots a shotgun. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Then why don't we roll initiative?
How do we do that again?
Dex plus 2, I think, unless there's a different one for or Dex plus 2d6 plus Dex.
That's the
Okay.
pilot,
2d6.
right?
Do
No,
I?
it's the pilot. It's the pilots. Yeah, it's just the pilots.
Oh, it's the
just
pilot. Okay. Never
Okay,
mind.
2d6 plus
2d
dex.
plus no, it's 2d plus the pilot skill plus thrust.
Am I able to use leadership for initiative count?
Yes, you may make a tactics naval check, not a leadership check,
Okay.
and the effect is added to the initiative.
That one's only once per turn, though, right?
Well, that's yeah, because I guess initiative is rolled.
If it's for initiative, then it's only once per
It's only once per
Combat?
per fight.
Oh crap! Particle barbet is not a beam; it's its own thing.
Is it?
Looks like it.
Okay. I tried to help. I rolled an 8 on the
Nah. Yeah.
So it's 2d plus pilot plus dex.
No, 2d plus pilot plus thrust.
Okay, so 2d, I rolled a 10. Pilot 1, spacecraft 1. So that's 11, and then thrust is 6.
Oh, yeah, you guys are going to go first. They're also, well, you guys also, you rolled well with the pilot checks. We're going to call them surprise, so they don't get. You basically have another round before they get to make any turns. And the missile is going to hit this round. So let's go back to missiles. Ooh. I forgot the critical hits, but wow. Yeah, so the missiles hit. You see like on they're probably not, I don't know if they're quite in visual range yet, maybe like barely. But you can see like the explosion in space where the missile impacted, and the ship is just like on the sensors just like lighting up in red all over as it's just being like torn apart. Uh and yeah, so it's your guys' turn. So everyone can go. It's just whatever order you want to do it in.
Do we want to fire at it again? Or are we worried we're going to destroy it?
Yeah, like how injured is this ship? Is it just like dead in the water at this point?
Not yet, but we'll actually,
We
Courtney, will you
have
also roll me? Oh, go ahead.
we have an don't we have advanced? We got the advanced sensors. That will they let us know more information about the ship if we do a sensors check?
Oh.
Yeah, you could try to do that. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Courtney, will you roll 2d6 though, just as an aside,
Uh-oh.
because I forgot to write. They got a critical hit. You got a critical hit with your attack, and I forgot to.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's a 7? Whatever, for whatever you need.
Cool.
I got a 12 on my sensors roll.
12. Okay. And sorry, one more time, Courtney. The original roll is a 17 for your attack roll.
Yep.
15. 17.
No, 17 with all the added stuff.
Okay. Not for the for the attack
And the
roll.
damage, I got the same. I got 17 for damage too.
And then so that was +9.
With a +9 is 26. Yeah, it was a lot.
It was a lot. 6, 12, 14. And then yeah, you 12 for the sensors check.
Yep.
They it looks like they're suffering like almost a cascading failure. The ship is still functional, but it's like it has been almost completely depleted in terms of its whole integrity. It is like probably another shot or two, and it's gonna explode.
Translation: It's
don't-
fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we should be firing at this thing, Captain. Maybe we just start cruising in and request
Yeah,
a surrender.
let's quick style get up on them.
Well, it's still space, so it's gonna take a while. But yeah.
Well, as quickly as
You're
we
within
can.
you're within comms range, so it's still going to take you a couple rounds because you've closed. Assuming Lexian spends the 6 thrust points, you're still going to be in long range at the end of this round. But you can do your demand surrender if you'd like,
Yeah.
which is a electronics comms check.
I look to the talker of the group. Okay, Gino, I think it's your time to shine.
All right. Comms education or intellect?
This is going to be comms social.
Comms social.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 7.
Okay. So we'll check there.
Unless you want to give me a boon because they're so fucked.
No, that is impacted, but yeah. What do you say?
Um, I'm assuming when I check the sensors, the ship's got a name. Well,
Yes, and so does yours.
Mhm.
So yes, didn't change. Yeah, give me 1 second. It is the Matador.
okay. I guess I'll pop over comms. Matador, you are don't wish to do you any more harm. Requesting a peaceful surrender. We'll just be taking a few of your goods and we'll be on our way.
Yeah. I'm just reading over a couple things. Do you want to give them a chance, like to come back as a reaction, or just wait until their turn? It's up to you guys. I mean, I guess you can't really attack. Besides running. You're doing this. You spending your 6 thrust. You're not really doing much else this turn, are you?
No, I guess we'd just be
No.
closing distance.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, so then Cuttlefish, this is Matador. Uh, we we'd be happy to drop some cargo for you if you'll cease attacking us.
We good with them dropping some off, Captain?
Hmm. What would they drop those thing?
You could always go see what they have.
I mean, everything's in boxes. If they kick it out in space, it's just going to float around.
This is true. Can we scan to see what they actually have, or is that too much?
That's challenging. Like, I'm not sure
Mm,
if you entirely can. No, you can have to check by hand usually.
okay. But if we don't go on the ship, they won't see our faces. So we can keep some anonymity. Hmm.
I mean, they should know our ship name, but yeah,
But
our
yeah,
faces
but they don't
would
know
not.
who's on it, though.
Wait, possibly the crew of the battleship, but
Um, I mean, personally, for our first go at this, I kind of like the idea of them just dropping some cargo. It seems like a nice, safe thing to do.
should they just
Sure.
send a message?
It could,
Um,
yeah. Yes, let's tell them that's okay. We can go over what they drop.
all right. Matador, we accept your terms.
Yeah. Yeah, you're tracking them on the sensors, and you can see their like cargo bay open up, and like they kind of launch out what seems to be a like chunk of uh like cargo containers that have been kind of like lashed or somehow like fastened together, and they send it off and then like basically change course.
All right. Uh all right, Mr. Lexian, you know what to do. And I point toward the cargo.
All right. Lexi, do you want to give me? We can drop out of initiative then if you're gonna let them go off, scuttle off. Lexi, you want to give me a piloting check
All
to
right.
kind of match velocities because object in motion stays in motion, so they push it out of their cargo bay, but it's still flying at the same speed. It's still matching whatever speed they were. They just kind of change course.
Okay.
Still gotta track it down.
8. So I'm making plus dex.
Yes.
9.
Fine. All right, cool. Yeah, you're on track with it. Anybody else doing anything as you guys are running up on this?
I guess that'd be.
I'll be
Would I be
standing by
have any way to
closely.
tell if they sent a different comms message out?
Um, you can make a sensors check. Although it would have been, or I guess it would be a comms check. Electronics comms.
I'll just be standing by at the
A 7.
program.
Yeah, if they did, you didn't catch it.
What do? We just open up our cargo hold and slow down until the stuff glides in?
Oh, I like that idea. That could work.
What?
Maybe.
It's what hell of piloting
Or
maneuver.
can one of us go out and like spacewalk and tether it? And then do we have like a winch or something? I need a tractor beam.
Your ship does have like a cargo scoop, I think it's called, on the front, but it's like it is. What are we looking at? Like 20 tons worth of stuff, which I don't think your cargo scoop has the capacity for. so you might have to like get out and unlink it.
Lexian, how good are your piloting skills?
I mean, well, I'm working on making them better currently, but I'd say they're okay.
Do you think you would be able to fly the ship in such a way that you could match pace with this cargo, so it could just float onto the ship?
I also don't think your fancy ship's cargo door is big enough for it all to come in one swoop as well. You're gonna have to like, yeah,
Dang.
because you got like a really unfunctional like circular like iris valve for your cargo bay versus like just a big rectangular door that opens up that makes
So
loading and unloading more efficient.
So we got a very narrow opening here.
Yeah,
Ugh.
at the back, it's right at the back too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do grab vehicles work in space?
To grab what vehicles? Not really. Like kind of, yeah. Um, you're supposed to like you have to sit in like a vac suit.
Yeah, like as if you drive them in space.
Going for a space joyride.
I
You're
mean, we
you're
have
you're,
one.
you're good in a vac suit, aren't you, Briar?
I think I have a 0 in it. Yeah, I have a 0 in it. So like, I mean, I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll be okay. It's just one of those like, if it's something we can drive, then I'm gonna literally just drive up to it, unhatch it, and just
Hmm.
repair it. I'm just not sure about the mechanics of grab vehicles in space.
Yeah, I mean that's not their intended use. You can, but it makes the driving check quite a bit harder.
Hmm.
There's no grab for you to anti.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess alternatively, it's spacewalking,
Hmm.
which as long as the piloting check isn't too bad, we should be good.
I mean, I'm all for making multiple passes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can match the speed with it and basically sort of tether yourself to the chunk of cargo containers and start bringing them up one by one.
I think it might be a good idea to match pace. Have someone get out there to untether them all, and then we just go one by one by one.
We totally
Or,
need like a drone to
twos or
do this.
threes or whatever.
Yep. Yeah. They make them, I think.
Yeah, they're called crewmates.
I thought I was an NPC. Well, PC now. Now I'm a drone.
Hey PC, welcome to your new job. Show them out.
That's what the D
Actually,
in
Kirsch
NPC
is.
means.
What would there be another check besides like if what would spacewalking be? Would that be like a vac suit check and something else, or
Yeah, athletics dexterity.
Oh, I'm still working on that.
Oh, I would be good with that. I got Vaxsuit from our creation,
Mhm.
and my dex is +2,
Is that
and
your
I'm trained in
athletics dex?
athletics,
I was gonna
I'd
say.
say
so I
to
wouldn't
do
get a negative.
to like do the link, just the linking up portion. We'll call that just like a vac suit check, but to like actually start taking off one crate at a time and loading it in like through the scoop. And here, I'm gonna send you guys to the ship map just to do it. So the scoop for the ship is like at the top of the long neck thing. It's up here. That's your cargo scoop.
God damn.
Yeah.
It's towards the head of the ship.
Like an
Yeah.
elevator. What the fuck?
And then you've got to like, send it all the way down, full send it down into the cargo bay.
We'll send it down the throat of the ship.
Yep. Yep.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'll do the spacewalk if you want. Someone, maybe Kirsch, could help load it. If that's okay with you, of course.
He shrugs. Yeah. Someone want to roll for him?
I could do that. So, you guys are getting all buddy buddy. You like the wolf pack now?
I look over to him. Do you want to form a pack?
He kind of like. I mean, that's not the worst thing. We could get a couple more VAR gear up here, and yeah, make it just like home. Maybe repaint the walls. He's a bit boring, bit drab.
Well, I mean, of course, we would have to update. And she said, "Well, no, wait."
You guys are talking as you're like in the airlock, zipping up your suits.
Yeah, yeah, we will. We'll talk about it later. But I mean, a
Yeah.
pack isn't a bad idea.
All right. Who else is going? Is it just the two of you, or is Briar going?
My athletics is really horrid, I will admit.
Mhm.
So if something goes wrong, it's gonna go bad. I can
Gotcha.
stay on the ship and move the cargo and clear it out.
Okay.
Does the grav car like fit through all that big long path? You can like tie the carts off and the cargo off and just drag it down.
Load it in the back and just rev it.
I think the most common thing for this ship, at least, it was mentioned somewhere, is that you typically just shut the gravity off for this section of the ship, and then just float them down. Why the ship has variable gravity from place to place? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you have to shut the gravity off ship wide. That probably makes more sense. And you guys just buckle into your seats in the cockpit, and then yeah. Because yeah, maneuvering the car around this little corner here is going to be a challenge.
Yeah, do we really need that wall? I mean, there's plenty. I feel like there's plenty of space to slowly start stacking up the crates, and then start
Mhm.
taking them back once it gets full.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me just quickly go through and. Will Jinx, will you give me and then is Josh rolling for Kirsch? Will you guys give me your athletics dexterity checks?
I thought Kirsch was just helping with loading once we got in. She got it in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Because his athletics dexterity is terrible. That would not go well.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I rolled an 11 plus 2 is 13. Yep, that's it. 13.
Okay. 13. Nice. It looks like it's going to take you a little over an hour to get all of these crates in. What's going on at the bridge?
I felt like I would be tense, so I would probably be hanging out watching the sensors. And
Okay. Yeah, will you give me a census check?
fine.
9?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you're watching the sensors and you see a system defense boat that's on an intercept course for you guys. That looks like it's maybe an hour and a half out, moving pretty fast, like at thrust 9.
9. Oh
It's
shit!
burning. Yeah.
More thrust than
But,
us. That's
Um,
not good.
Captain, how close are you guys to done? We've got a company on the way, and they're coming in hot.
Uh, we're still at the beginning, right?
Yeah, so you're kind of getting there. You're maybe halfway through.
Maybe like a half hour left.
I don't know if we've got a half hour. How far are we from? If I check the, I would suppose that would be something I'd be checking too. How far are we
Mhm.
to get to a jump point?
You kind of like doing the calculations for you to make the jump and them to intercept you. Like if you take that half hour, there's a chance that they might get a shot or two off at you, but it'll be close. But yeah,
I, I don't. If we quit now, we can get out of here safely. If we finish loading it, then, I mean, they might get a couple pot shots on us. I don't know if it'll do any good, but don't know what kind of risk you want to take.
I mean, I'm down to try to get all of it, but give me at least like 20 more minutes. I'll see if I could try to go faster as I try to go faster.
yeah, you already rolled.
Damn it.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, so I'll just like, try. Well, we will RP it as her trying to like
she's
move faster as
yeah,
she's
going for it.
taking at least 20 minutes to get all that she could get. She will start. Well, there's nothing on the boxes to tell rarity, is there?
Mm-mm.
They're just damn it. So yeah, she's just gonna start getting all the boxes within 20 minutes.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, 20 more minutes. There's it looks like there's still some boxes left, but you're at your 20-minute mark that you set for yourself.
Okay, and she will double check. So do you know how far away is it now?
Getting danger close now. There, yeah.
She'll like quickly get back into the ship and say, "Do it," as she just starts to take everything off.
You heard her, Lexi, and start thrusting.
All right.
I'm gonna
Thrusting out
hightail
of
it
here.
to for the jump.
Oh, yeah, to engineering.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Lexi, will you give me your piloting space check, and then we'll have the astrogation check. And assuming those are successful, we will have our engineering check.
I have an 11 on the astrogation.
I have an 11. Am I adding my spacecraft piloting to that?
Yes.
12.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I got a 7.
All right. You're good. Yeah, you guys like jump out, and there's a shot of like laser blast across the bow, and you guys jump.
Once I am out of the suit and I get to where all the cargo is that we just got, I'll start going through it meticulously.
Okay, these are like big, 1-ton cargo containers, so it's gonna take you a while.
Fuck.
Yep, she'll spend all of her time in there trying to make sure they
Uh,
actually got some good things.
Odds or evens?
Oh god. Evens?
Okay, cool. It was odds. No, it wasn't. Maybe it was. I don't know. Who knows? Who's there to say? Maybe none of it matters. Maybe I've been making it all up all along, and none of the numbers actually matter. I'm just always moving the goalposts for you guys. Or maybe it was evens, and you called evens. So you got 18 tons of cargo, 18 containers. Will you give me? Why don't we do an admin check? That sounds like an admin thing to kind of go through and start like writing down a manifest of all the stuff you got. Kind of like scan the little code on the side of the container. It reads out what's in it. You open the container, check through, write it down. You're doing all that stuff. Give me an admin check.
Do I add anything besides admin?
Education.
Okay, that's an 8.
8. All right. Yeah. It takes you the better part of a day. You do lose your training for this jump for the week, but you get
Fine.
freaking pen. falling over. You got 16 tons of common ore,
What do you
which
get? The day older and deeper and dead.
and 2 tons of luxury consumables, which are things like, I don't know, shampoo. I gotta look it up.
Not where my head goes to when I think of consumables, but you're not wrong.
Yeah. Where's the table? Luxury consumables.
I'm just waiting for the moment for like you get
Rare foods and fine liquors.
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
You got freeze-dried Wagyu beef and Japanese whiskey. Yeah, there you
It's
go.
better than shampoo bottle.
Yeah, better than shampoo. Yeah.
What do you mean there's a 1-ton crate of shampoo in here?
Yeah.
So we should we take some of this stuff and stock up the ship, Jinx?
Oh, we're keeping the luxury items for sure.
You
For
keeping
sure.
2 tons worth of goods. Okay. Yeah.
Not all 2 tons, but like enough that we're stocked for a while.
Okay. That's going to affect how much you get when you're selling it. So you should decide on how much of it you're actually keeping.
Okay. And you said it was 16 tons of common ore
Mm-hmm.
and 2 tons of luxury. Okay, so how much do we actually need on this ship? As she'll start to like look to see where they could feasibly put all this stuff.
I mean, liquor.
Yeah.
Is there ever enough?
I mean, you're not wrong, but I was thinking more of the beef and like the food stuffs because we can't keep all of this. Do we even have like a kitchen area in this
Yeah.
ship?
Yeah,
Okay.
right here.
So yeah, so she'll just go and like drag this luxury cargo. Well, not drag, but she'll like take heaping armfuls of it and just start shoving the food in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And just pretty much literally fill it up only with the luxury stuff. Like enough for that and then like some extra. And
Okay.
then she would be willing to sell the rest of it. I don't know how much that would take.
Again,
Because
like
I mean we just don't need food sitting
a
around.
quarter ton.
Yeah. We'll call it a quarter ton. Cool. Where did you set your course to jump?
I set it because I didn't want to set it to Drinax. So where did I go? I went to there's the map. Ogma. That's where I jumped.
Okay.
Right? No, no, no. So I went to Ogma. We couldn't make it back in time, could we?
It's been 1 week. That would be 1 week there. You could theoretically make it back in time.
But we'd have to go back through Torpal or empty space.
Mm-hmm. You also need to refuel wherever you get to.
Let's say I went to Clark.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so you guys get a week. While you guys think about the rest of your plan, I will be right back.
Oh, Briar, you hit your 8 weeks, so when he gets back, you'll have to roll to see if you get your skill.
Yes, it's finally time.
Um,
Will I be at
Speaking of that,
war?
I need to pick my new skill. I feel like corrals might be a good idea.
I mean, I can
I-
always help you in the carousing department.
We
Or
got all
if
the
you're
sign-
gambling, I would probably be the best gambling.
I might have to pick that up at some point, just to learn the basics of it. No, we got all this fine alcohol. Carousing sounds like fun.
Ooh, definitely keep some of it for whenever we transport people. Could offer them some nice wine, get some good whatever the base version of Yelp review is.
I think I'm gonna run get a drink real quick. They're back.
I don't know. I see three. Is it just you, Alex? I see three. I see three muted people.
I'm ready for my check
Ah,
for athletics.
yes. Athletics check. Wait, what?
Or
Oh, you got
or-
your weeks.
yes.
Go for it. 8 weeks. Do you have 8 weeks?
Yeah. It's about to be a lot more. I rolled a 3.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
Well, back down to 0.
I think you're the first person. It's had to happen to somebody.
Uh, and I desperately need athletics. I have 0 skill in anything else.
Yeah.
One day. Damn, a 3. I've been rolling awful tonight. My highest roll was for what do you call it? Right, what do we do right before the session?
Oh, like the recap roll.
Recap roll. Yeah, that was my highest roll this entire
Oh,
session.
she rolled 9.
I rolled a nut.
No.
Rough days. Screw.
I'm back.
All right. Yeah. So it's just the semi entertaining note about failing a study period. It is important to note that failing a study period does not necessarily mean the traveler has not understood the study materials, or in your case, the exercise routine. Just that they failed to get anything useful out of them. A traveler failing their education check while studying science physics during jump travel, for example, might find the captain of the ship is constantly ordering them to clean the cargo deck. They might be distracted by a hobby or a new vid show, or they might just be spending their time sitting in the bunk eating sugary puff sandwiches while reading What Space Bike magazine when they really should be studying. So I don't know. Yeah, what were you doing instead of exercising for the last week?
So, judging by the fact I'm really, really weak at 2 strength, I'd like to imagine I didn't really want to bother actually like building up the endurance. I just kind of wanted to hop on the treadmill and expect like 10 minutes to be enough.
Yeah, you're going to the point where you like start sweating. And you're like, I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I just never change into athletic wear, so I sweat super quickly, and I'm never.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Anything else you guys need to do on your jump travel?
Um, I just did my week. I'm starting corrals.
All right.
We start in athletics next jump.
Which would involve drinking lots of the fine liquor that we found.
Yeah, you become the dinner storyteller. Like, yeah.
Except most of my experiences as a doctor, so all my stories about like doing surgery and cutting people open and
Medical.
stuff.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
anyway, I was holding his liver, and it just slipped out of my hand.
and the dog grabbed it. It was crazy. Why was there a dog in the OR? You don't want to know. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, barters can be doctors too.
Oh, that gets Kirsch. He starts cracking up. He shoots a little bit of whiskey out his nose. Yeah, out his snoot. Okay, cool. And then you guys, yeah, jump into Clark.
So, do we want to off? No, would offloading common ores at Clark be the right thing? Would this be the place for that?
So that's a good question. Will one of you make like a broker check, maybe? I don't know. Broker, probably.
Broker check.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do
do you?
broker. Broker education or intellect.
They're both 0. 8.
Okay. 8. So Common Ore, you know, like is easy to offload because it's I mean it's common and it's just like it's just a raw material, so it's not really like um it's not like stamped, but all of your luxury consumables like have sort of traceable, like it's when they once they get scanned into a system to be bought, it's going to be clear that they're stolen goods. So those you're going to have to actually fence versus like the common ore you can pretty much sell at a spaceport and just say like, hey, yeah, it's common
Think
ore.
we could offload those luxury items to Rotondo? Or does he deal only in legal goods?
Are you asking me or just your fellow travelers?
Fellow travelers, I
Yeah.
guess.
I mean, I think he might be able to help.
I definitely think, though, maybe we're going to need fuel anyway. Land at Clark, see about selling this ore, refuel.
Maybe we can use some of the ore as payment for the fuel.
I'm guessing they don't barter. We probably have to sell the ore and then take the credits.
Fine.
It's kind of like walking into the gas station and trying to yeah, barter.
Cheeks walks in holding a handful of iron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Hey,
much
you
does
want
this
some of
get me?
this? Yeah. I want some
Shut
gas.
up.
Can I put 20 bucks in? Think.
I've got let's see, I'll put 10 tons of raw ore on pump 6. Yeah. Are you gonna try to sell it on Clark?
Um, I guess Briar could see what he could get for it for a price.
Yeah, I suppose what's the. Need to figure out what the average pricing is on Clark.
Uh, yeah. I mean, so it's a difficulty 10 broker check to like estimate the approximate value of goods. But like to actually just find out how much someone will buy it for on Clark, you got to find a buyer first, which
Well, I'd like
is
to.
also it's like that's like an average broker check. That's an 8 up broker check.
I'd like to try to guess the price first
Okay.
before. It's a 10 at broker.
Mm-hmm. Intellect.
Okay, it's a 5, but it's not happening. Let's go talk to somebody.
All right. That's also a broker check.
All right. 6.
uh, yeah, you can't find anybody on Clark that's looking for ore.
Fuck. Oh. Someone else want to try to find someone?
Uh.
Or find a different avenue?
No, that's sort of
That's
you
it.
guys. That's you guys.
I guess we just hang on to it. We can't unload it on Drinax either.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. How about Torpal? Do you think they would want it?
How long has it been?
I mean, we just stole the stuff from there, so I
Oh,
don't know if
right.
going back and selling the stuff we stole there is the best of ideas.
Never mind.
Sleight of hand.
Well, what about the place you wanted to go for the fence? Why don't we just sell it there?
Well, that was
Okay.
Redondo?
Rotondo. That's in Drinax. I don't think he's going to want a bunch of ore. I thought he might have something to do with luxury items.
Ooh.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to ask.
Where are we at now?
Just saying.
You're in
We've
Clark.
Well, what's it going to cost us to fuel up while we're here?
You need to completely refuel, which is what? You're like 42 or 40. What is that standard price been? Like 20K? I gotta double check. Yeah, 20,000.
1,000. Okay.
20 grand.
Five oh one 643. $481. So does that price vary or is that just standard price? Like pretty much anywhere you go.
That's pretty standard. That's like, yeah, typically it's 500 credits per ton of refined fuel at most ports. If you're like out of the way, if you're in an out of the way place, like I don't know, some random hole in the wall planet with a really crappy spaceport, you might get unrefined fuel for cheaper, but yeah, it's typically 500 credits per ton. I guess technically be 21,000 because you guys have 42, but I was just rounded it to 40 tons of fuel.
Well, it takes 20 a jump, right?
About, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah. All right, all fueled up, ready to go.
On to Drinax.
Time to Drinax.
Go for it. Let's get
Yes.
those
I got an 8.
engineering.
I keep forgetting I'm supposed to add minuses to that because of the jump distance, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to have I think a one -1 because it's every parsec past the first one.
Okay,
I know.
so then it would be a 7.
I rolled a 9.
There you go. All right. Hey, you guys have another week in space.
Week 1. Training.
You gonna try sweating this time?
Maybe I'll change out into a athletic wear.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I didn't have the right clothes.
You bought that at Clark. Like, that's what I'm doing wrong.
It's like I didn't want to sweat because I didn't want to get my uniform sweaty, but I could have
Yeah.
taken it off the whole time.
All right. Everyone else get their week of study on track down.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Anything else you need to do on your jump over? I will take that as a no.
I mean, I can't think of anything.
Yeah. Then we got a week, and yeah, you guys jump back into the Drinax system. A couple hours, and you're docked back at Drinax.
What day is it, and what day is the ball?
You're like, a little over a week away from the ball.
Did you guys want to check and see if Rochando's willing to take this stuff?
Yes, please.
Might as well.
Now, I will say, we have all these luxury goods here, and my Drinaxi nobles, we love our luxury goods, and we're heading to a ball. We could totally bring gifts.
Yes, but aren't these marked so people would know we actually stole them?
Are they going to be?
We're not
that?
selling them. We're just setting the bottles on the table and letting people drink. Like, they don't have a little red hand next to them.
But I mean, we don't need to put a ton of like whiskey on a table.
Well, not
No, I wasn't saying take all of it. I was just saying take some of it.
Bring a tons crate, drop it on the table, smash through.
I'm sure if we showed up there with a quarter ton of luxury food and alcohol, and Lady Hall would be perfectly happy to use it for the party. Bring it in ahead of time.
Well, you are the one that's dealt with these hoity-toity types. So you can take a quarter for, she'll air quotes, gifts.
Well, are these kind of like luxury goods that they would enjoy on Drinax? Because I'm sure they're very specific about their fine goods.
I'm pretty sure we give them a chance to get some really high grade alcohol. They're going to be quite happy.
You're the Drinax expert. That's the word.
10 to the power of 4. Anybody know off the top of their head?
That's
the power.
That's what 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. It's 10,000.
Mm-hmm. 10,000. Okay.
Thank you.
Can't be right.
Glad to be of service as the human calculator.
I don't get it. That's not right because it says. Oh well, I guess it's.
Is that how much a crate is worth?
No, that's the population of Drinax.
Damn.
10,000.
But I think the book had it at like 80,000.
10 to the power of 4.
carrot 4. Yeah, it's 10,000.
Yeah. No, it's just oh well.
Is that a specific sector within Drinax?
No, it's the planet code. That's the UWP. I mean, it's also like, the next step up is 100,000. So maybe it's like you have to hit that threshold for you to be considered in that
Oh
that
yeah,
value.
Oh yeah, because if it's only 80,000, it wouldn't break that.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I see.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. What's your plan? Are you gonna like? So you're gonna give a quarter of a ton to the nobles?
Casually
Yeah,
stroll up.
we can load up the grav car and haul that over.
They can't put your fine suits on.
Who are you hauling it over to? Just to Lady Hell's house?
Yeah, I think so. Since that's where she's throwing the ball, isn't it? Is that her place?
Yeah, I think just can't throw it there.
Yeah, I'd bring it there.
All right.
Oh, look at the Cloud City.
No, maybe. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. She graciously accepts, a quarter ton's worth of. She has. Oh gosh, what was her manservant's name? I don't remember. But she has him carry it around into their, little storage area.
Well, strong motherfucker. Is it a quarter ton?
Well, on a grab pallet. Yeah. Yeah. He throws it over his shoulder. He's actually an android.
Picks up the car to go park it. The ultimate
Yeah.
valet.
Sir Barnaby Salter. That's it. Barnaby. Cool. Yeah. Anything else you guys need to or want to do or check with Richondo?
Yeah, see if we got what, a ton and a half of luxury goods left and 16 tons of common ore. He's interested in any of that.
Yeah. Do you want to give me? It might also be a broker check, but let me double check. Well, so he will buy it, but yeah, give me a. This is for probably Briar because it's going to use a broker skill.
All right, today's the
2D
day. Yeah.
plus. Oh no, it's not. It's 3D plus your broker skill.
Okay.
What is your broker skill?
1.
Okay, never mind because his broker skill is also. So it's going to be plus yours minus his. So 3D
3D. Okay. All right, come on. Give me
and
some. And.
that's it.
Okay.
I guess his broker skill is 2, so it's -1.
8.
Was 3D -1 was 8?
Oh, -1, 7.
7. Okay, cool. Yeah, he will take them off your hands for. It was 1.5 tons.
Mm-hmm.
22,500 credits.
And does 10% of that get, does the 10% of that the King's Cup?
Correct.
Well, it's enough for fuel.
Is that 22,000?
Yeah, 22,500.
That gives us 20,000. Do we just want to put that in the ship's
Yeah, I mean,
funds?
Sure.
I think it's good for a refuel.
I basically paid for our fuel,
That's not terrible. Fuel gets
and we still got the ore to offload at some point.
Mm-hmm. True.
Why this isn't uploading? I don't know. Any buffs? Any spreadsheet buffs? Want to figure out that? Oh well, it's okay. Hmm. Oh well. Cool. What's next?
Spend the week giving you all Drinaxi dance lessons.
Sure.
I mean, I would be down for that.
I do. Yeah. What is the dance of like of yeah? What is the Drinaxi dance? The Drinaxi waltz? Is it a I don't know. Do they seem like tango people, or are they more waltzy types?
Not the Drinaxi shuffle.
The Drinaxi shuffle, yeah. The Drinaxi walk, you just see walking across the stage. There you go.
They're on Drinaxi are all into crip walking.
Yeah.
Drinaxi disco?
Drinaxi disco. Yeah, the Drinaxi party is about to get crazy when the multi-mirrored ball drops from the ceiling.
Could you imagine a space disco ball? That shit must be wild.
It'd be crazy. Blinding.
Got lasers and shit.
All right. Well, yeah. Then a week passes and yeah, the ball's coming up.
I'll I guess I'll ask Mara to help me make sure everybody is appropriately dressed and looking correct for the ball.
Okay. Yeah. She can definitely put that. She goes around and yeah, helps straighten ties and you know, fix wrinkles and things like that. And yeah, you guys look pretty good. Pretty good.
We walk off the ship as the Bee Gees start playing.
There you go. Yeah, that's a little dark. That's a little. Oh well, that's okay. Um, this will work. Cool. Yeah, you guys show up. I mean, so what's your approach? Do you show up fashionably late? Do you show up, right on time? What is the Dranaxi protocol that Gina would know?
I feel like in our shoes, we would want to be there like probably on the minute.
Hmm. Yeah. Good. All right. Yeah, you get there, and Sir Barnaby is there to let you in. Yes, Lady Hill is just finishing getting ready, but she'll be down momentarily. Please help yourselves to drinks and hors d'oeuvres, hors d'oeuvres, and yes. So far, there is. I don't think there's anybody there yet.
Yeah. We should have on time.
Yeah, he showed up right on time.
Well, I see how these people are.
I thought it
Rich
might
on.
be best if
Yeah.
we get here before most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair.
Richondo shows up pretty quickly after, we'll say, the ballroom. So her ballroom is set at like the top of her little spire. So there's this like little outdoor courtyard sort of thing, and you've got these what few trees there are on the floating palace, and the burnt, scorched atmosphere of Drinax behind you, and there's food, there's all sorts of things. Richondo shows up, is happy to see you. Talked about having just done business and hopes you're doing well. Let's see. Do I have a picture of John Doe? Ah, but yeah, should have done this earlier. Sorry. Give me one sec.
Oh, huh. I forgot that dark mode is not the only way you can view this. I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
who
Yes, it
actually
is.
plays in light mode.
me.
Oh, it's so bright.
It is super bright. I don't know why. I just like, yeah. I think part of it is just, I mean, I'm resistant to change. So because I've switched it over, and it definitely is easier on the eyes. Like especially now that we're talking about it, I can feel my eyes hurting. But it's what I'm used to at this point now, and I'm scared to change. Let's see. I'm gonna do it for the rest of the session. Let's see what happens. Where do I go?
It's just like my lights are dim, and I go to light mode, and I just flashbang straight in the
It's not that
eyes.
bad. Yeah. Ah, it's when I go to the chat page, it completely throws me off. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, cool. So Rachondo shows up. There he is. There's your boy. He's gonna hang over and go immediately start filling up a plate with goods. And Lady Hill comes down pretty quickly after, in a white with gold trim, uh, you know, little pantsuit. She's
Oh,
looking
yeah.
she's looking fly. And oh yes, well, please. I'm so glad you've come. Can I get you anything to drink? Or and she looks down. And you guys all have drinks already, I would assume.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
well, perhaps not. How's your month been?
Oh, somewhat eventful.
Hmm.
We did a little flying around, collecting goods for resale.
She's kind of nodding absentmindedly, like listening, but like it's not her realm, so she's kind of just nodding and going along with you. My color info. There we go. Ah, very good, very good. Well, I think this may be a slightly smaller affair. I've got some of the um, king's closest advisors coming, and a few others, but not the masses. Unfortunately, it's a bit small of a venue. You understand?
Oh, I mean, gives us a little chance to spend more time getting to know a few people instead of trying to introduce ourselves to a lot. So, might be for the best.
Hmm. And she kind of like straightens up a little bit as you're talking. Although her posture is pretty good, so not much. But you just see her get a little bit more cold, and a little bit more rigid. And Your Highness, please, I'm not sure if you've met your father's new employees. Mr. Starheart, this is Prince Herrick, and you turn around and there is Prince Herrick and where did he go? A guy in kind of like a scholar's robe right behind him. That's more of like a coat, but I think more of a robe. And he's just standing there like emotionless as he's looking at you guys. Ah, yes, the pirates. He holds a hand out, kind of half-heartedly, to shake your hand.
I'll shake his hand. It's a great pleasure to meet you, Your Highness.
Mm-hmm. And your crew?
Ah, behind me here is the captain of our good ship, Jinx.
I give the nicest curtsy I can manage.
Um,
Yeah, he
next to,
bows his head.
next to her is Mr. Briar Lockhart.
I give a little bow, Your Highness.
Yeah, he nods his head.
And next to him is good Mr. Lexian.
He will also bow.
Biasim, man.
Did he just call you an ass man?
Yes, sir.
Good
He
choice.
he holds his hand out and shakes your hand. I have a I wouldn't call it soft, but Asim holds a place in my heart. And this is Scholar Voha, our head scholar for the palace. And the older guy kind of like nods his head and hello, and then just kind of doesn't say anything and much else.
I'll walk over to the scholar and go. So, assuming you guys have some pretty good literature on medical practices that Satraxi used to use back in the day, don't you?
Is that some sort of joke?
No, I'm a doctor, and I would love to see what my people had at their disposal before the tragic downfall of our planet.
No doubt to record and sell off world.
No, I'm a proud Drinaxi. I have no interest in selling our stuff to others.
Hey, will you give me a social check?
Nine.
Yes, well, we keep the Scholars Tower quite closed, at least for most of its archives, for students and scholars only. But perhaps the prince could work something out for you.
Would be fantastic. I would love to consider myself a student, if not one who just comes occasionally when I have the time. But would love to spend a lot of time there.
Mm-hmm. And he kind of nods and looks you up and down. I hear you didn't grow up on Drinax. Is that correct?
That is, I grew up. Where did I grow up? Or was it? Um,
Tobia?
huh? On my character, it should be on my character sheet, isn't it?
Just double checking. This was the
Tobiah,
prince
that's it.
and the high ranked scholar, or
Prince and the Scholar Voha, who is the chief scholar of the
chief
Scholars
scholar.
Tower.
I'll be like, yes, I grew up on Tobiah, great grandfather relocated to there.
Hmm. And what did you make of it? Did you go to school?
I did. I went to school. I was in the Navy for a short time. Just didn't seem to be my calling, I guess, and found that my hands were built for medicine. So I spent my days after that working with other surgeons and doing some research and development, things like that.
Interesting. Well, perhaps we could sit down and talk sometime.
I would love that.
Yeah, he kind of looks you over and gives you a quick handshake and walks over to get some food. And as you turn your head over to where Richando's kind of like, you know, sticking food in his mouth at the table, you realize that kind of having snuck in behind you all as you're all talking is Sal Dansett, who you've met before, who's the she's not wearing her Star Wars smuggling outfit right now. She's got a little bit nicer of a vest, still a smuggler's vest, but it's her dress vest. And she's over there talking to Richando as he's like eating. She's kind of like leaning against the table and sipping a drink and talking to him. And the prince has just been standing this whole time as this conversation's been going on, staring at the other three crew members in silence with no emotion. Yeah. Pretty quickly after that, like a couple more, probably half a dozen more nobles kind of stroll in, and then the loud, like, just kind of yelling about nothing in particular is the king, Princess Rao, and Lord Rax. Kind of all come in as well. And immediately, King Oleb walks up to you guys, probably walks up to Jinx. Jinx is the listed captain, and like claps his hand on your back. Finally, some actual work. Not the biggest take, but I was pleased to see you have done something with my ship. Drinks! And he's like looking around, and the servers immediately like kind of run over with mugs, and he like smacks the glasses out of your hands and puts new shot glasses in there. That's
Thank you, sire. We do what we can for the Empire.
mm-hmm. Yes. Well, please now drink for the Empire.
I'll hold up my glass. Cheers to Drinax.
Cheers! As I hold up my glass.
I'll join everyone else in the cheers.
Yeah. And he downs his drink in one go, and another. And they just basically keep bringing him drinks for the next like 5 minutes as he just keeps downing them. And Rao is just staring at you guys. She takes, she has a drink and she's just sipping from it. Yeah. What's next? She strolls up alongside. I think she's probably most people been interacting with Gino, so she'll stroll up alongside Gino.
Hello, Your Highness. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. Bit amazed at your father's resistance to chemical effects.
I think his fat absorbs most of it.
And I'll
She gives you like
then I'll like stop.
Yeah, at your chuckle, you see that she's she's smirking a little bit too, not in like a nasty snide way, but like she's she's also making a joke. Yeah. Hopefully, when or if I sit on the throne, I'll be a little bit more moderate in my vices.
Is she current heir to the throne?
I don't know if you guys have known that or not. Yeah, so that's probably the first you've heard of it.
I don't mean to sound rude, Your Highness, but your brother's older than you, isn't he? Wouldn't he be the one in line for the throne?
Well, when he was, you didn't, hear when he was in stasis. My father named me as his heir, as we weren't sure if Herrick was going to survive.
I had not heard. Well, congratulations on the very future. I think you would make a fine leader.
Thank you. Yes.
Now we just have to give you an empire to lead, right?
That would be helpful. Yes. And where's everyone else standing at this point? She's kind of standing there talking, and King Olaf is like, I don't know, just rambling on about something else. You should have seen me out there on the course today. Bloody murder, murder. He's going into his like space racquetball, talking about his
Of
space racquetball
course.
game he had this day. Yeah.
Huh. I guess Jinx is just gonna people watch.
Mhm.
Just keep an eye out and like try to remember names and faces of all the people here.
Okay.
So she can kind of get a feel for like the hierarchy of all the people here and like who she's actually, rubbing elbows with.
Gotcha. Yeah, we give me a recon check.
Not a recon check.
Yeah. Plus, what is that? Intellect? Is that the basically the base of intellect?
I mean, that's not gonna help me. I'm not that smart. 7.
Okay. Yeah. You're looking around. Yeah. Looking at people watching. What are Lexian and Briar doing?
So Briar would be very out of his element because he's only ever grown up either as an orphan or within like military structure.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like the casual nobility. So he's more or less just trying to fit in whilst also maintaining very neutral, just like very small talk, surface level. If
Mhm.
anyone speaks to him. But he's gonna be
Yeah.
hanging around everyone, present, but not super.
Absorbing in the vibes.
Yeah, reactive.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. I would imagine like even on your ship. Sorry. Or like when you were in the Navy, food is still sort of like it's not hard to come by at all, but it's all like it's all prepared and served in like a pretty portioned way. Whereas like now there's just like a table full of just like delicacies and food and things like that, which is you could imagine when you were a kid, just that sort of spread. And this isn't even like a meal. This is just for people to kind of like go and get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like
But yeah.
I'd like to imagine he has a stark memory from when he finally became a sub
Sub-lieutenant?
sub lieutenant. He was offered a bottle of wine, and that to him was like his big celebratory thing. But now he sees
Yeah.
like it being passed around, as a a bottle of wine per person essentially instead of per team. And so he's just like, this is what it's like to live in luxury.
Yeah.
Very out, very out there for him.
Right on. Yeah. How about Lexian?
Lexian is completely out of his element. He would try to stick close to somebody. He would just kind of like keep an eye on where everybody else is and just kind of keep like within maybe like 6 feet distance of them. So
Okay.
that, like he's always near enough to somebody if something happens he can get them and either run or defend. But he has no social skills. He's just kind of brick wall, not talking to anybody, just grabbing a drink as it goes by, occasionally sipping it and eating a little bit. That's it.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, and we can jump back to Lady Hill is off talking to some random noble as nameless noble as she's just doing her hosting duties. And Princess Rao is still chatting with Gino. I don't know what is your guys' conversation turn to?
I don't know. I think I'd be telling her about my first experience with piracy. And, the I guess I'd just be regaling her with the whole tale of it because for me, for like Jinx, that's no big deal. But for me, like that was something new. That was actually cool.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, she's listening, politely and seems interested. What was your take, or what has your take been so far?
Oh, wasn't much of a haul from that. Well, we still got to offload the ore. We have 16 tons of that still sitting in the cargo hold. We brought back a small amount of luxury goods. Some of them are spread out here before us. And some of the others, Rochando took off our hands. I'm not quite sure what that ore sells for, but suppose we'll find out soon enough. And we'll be on to the next haul. It didn't seem to be near as bad as what I was expecting.
Yes, I think I've heard it's a feast or famine business a little bit from Miss. Uh-oh. I always forget her name. Miss Margaret.
Thatcher?
Yeah,
No.
Blaine. Blaine. Yeah, Thatcher. Yeah, yeah. Miss Thatcher. Miss Blaine. Yes, it's feast or famine is what I've heard.
Yeah, I have to say, I was quite nervous going into it, but there was a bit of excitement there. Definitely interested to see what the next haul brings in.
Mm, indeed. Yeah.
Speaking of that, I'm assuming if we had the right goods and we took them to the right planets, we might could use goods to curry some favor, which might be helpful as well. If you have any insight onto any planets that might be particularly in need of certain products, love it if you could send that information our way.
I'll talk to Sal and have her do some digging. Before you leave, I would speak with her as well. I think she has a interesting opportunity for you.
I think I'll put our captain on that. I think her and Sal will get along just fine.
And then she kind of like, you're talking, and she looks, again, she kind of like looks off to the side, and then puts like a hand on your, like, as you're holding your drink there, she puts a hand on your forearm. Your bounty hunters, and she turns. Ambassador Pal, how are you? And she kind of like you look over, and there's a like an imperial, diplomat guy who kind of walks up, and they do their like little formal greeting stuff. This is Gino Starheart. He was once or comes from a family of Drinaxes and is chasing down some reprobates for us. I'm sure he'd be lovely to meet you. Pal's like, oh yes, hello, how's it going? I've heard the king hired some contractors to deal with some work.
Yeah, we've brought in one troublesome pirate already. He's attacking a couple planets.
Yes,
Not
well,
much.
uh, yes, Trojan Reach is full of them. Disgusting pirates. I hate them all. String them all up by the neck. That's what I say. The only good pirate is a dead pirate, and the only dead pirate is the only one I want to talk to.
I mean, I could totally understand how you feel. I mean, it's just awful that they go around taking things that aren't theirs and profiting off that.
It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy, really, really. Well, yes. Drink. I need a drink. He's like looking around. Thou, not pal. Sorry, it's in thou public console.
I see somebody walking by with a drink tray, I'll snag a drink off of it and hand it to him.
Yeah. All right, good. Yeah, he takes it, happily. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's it's quite kind. I needed one of these. He starts sipping at it and looking around. Let's see. Jinx has already given me one. Will Briar and Lexian give me some recon checks?
Recon.
Oh, 11. With
7.
a
That's
plus
we'll say
0.
intellect.
Oh, intellect? Oh, then
Mm-hmm.
12.
Okay, cool.
Still 7.
Still 7. Yeah. So I guess just Lexian then. You look over and you can see Lord Rax, or who you probably assuming is Lord Rax, the guy in like a sort of naval dress uniform or military dress uniform. I guess they're more like Marines. He has just been eyeballing you and then Jinx and then Briar and then Gino. He's sort of just like going back and forth off in the corner, like standing ramrod straight up against a pillar, just watching you guys.
Who would be the closest person that I'm near to?
I think you've been doing a pretty good job of like triangulating yourself, so you're sort of standing, within at least 6 feet of just about everybody.
Okay. I'll first go to Briar and just say, a gentleman in the corner, standing by the pillar, has been staring at us the entire time.
Gentleman in the corner. Kind of try to inconspicuously look.
Yeah, well, you give me a stealth skill.
Fine.
I think deception's fine too. Yeah, I think deception. Both can be dexterity.
Stealth or
Okay.
deception?
Yeah. Dexterity. All right. +0.
Yeah, and you can do stealth or deception. It's up to you.
Deception.
Okay.
How's a 5?
You try to like take a quick surreptitious just like glance over, and you look, and you just immediately lock eyes with him, and he almost snarls at you. Like he clearly just like doesn't like you, and it just gives you a little.
I would just snap my instantly stop locking eyes and say, I think I made him mad. I looked directly into his eyes.
Well, don't do that. No, excuse me. I'm gonna go inform Jinx.
All right, I'll keep watch, I guess.
Just keep
You
an eye
glance
on
over again, make eye contact with him.
I'll put my hand over my eyes and shield away.
Yeah.
And then I'll just like kind of shuffle over to Jinx and say the exact same thing.
Have I seen this man before?
You probably saw him in the the chamber room with the king when you guys first met the king. Yeah.
So could I assume that it's an advisor?
Yeah, I mean, from his military dress uniform, you guess he's like some sort of like
A
military leader for.
military advisor.
Yeah.
I'll just lean over to Lexian and whisper, "Why do you think the military advisor is staring at us?"
I'm not sure, but he saw Briar looking at him and he snarled at him. He really doesn't like us. He's been rotating between looking at every single one of us.
I mean, it sounds like he has a stick up his ass personally, but I guess being an advisor to the king makes you like that.
He might not like what we're doing.
That's true, but he doesn't have a choice because the king told us to do it.
All right.
I'll let Gino know. Thank you for letting me know.
Right.
She'll pat Lexion on the shoulder and then just meander over to where Gino is.
Lexion will regroup with Briar then.
I still
Alright.
have my hand like kind of blocking, so I'll say like, "Is he still over there?"
I'll turn Briar around so he's not looking directly at him.
Yeah.
Just be like, just don't worry about it for right now.
I don't like these fancy balls.
Yeah.
I'll just put my head back on.
Balance this out. There we go. It's close enough.
It's like somebody has his in a vice.
Is Gino still talking with important people by the time I get over there?
No, yeah, Gina, what have you been up to? I think this is all sort of happening like simultaneously. So you're from that conversation that he had with Consul Thao and Princess. Jeez, that rhymes. Princess Rao. Consul Pollock and Princess Rao is just sort of like finishing up. The consul's, taking a sip of his drink, and the princess is kind of trying to make eye contact with Gino to make sure you got what her message was. Where if you did or not, I don't know. But she's giving you that leg. As Jinx strolls up.
Would I notice this weird look between them?
Give me an insight check. Insight's not a skill, so let's see what we got to work with. Let me go to my character sheets. What is the insight skill? What is the insight skill? What is the insight skill? Does anyone remember?
Not really anything.
Could I use carouse
Since
since we're all
no.
drinking and this is a party?
No, it's still kind of like.
Damn it.
I think it's a recon check again.
Oh, recon. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
8.
Unless you eventually get science psychology, but yeah. 8.
Oh god.
Yeah, you catch her giving him a look. Yeah.
So yeah, I just slowly walk up to him. Lean into whisper. Was the princess giving you an eye? Like, do you two have a thing?
I'll step back and go. Just a moment, Captain. And I'll look over and Consul Thal, Princess, Your Highness. If you don't mind, my captain needs to have a word with me a moment, so I'm going to have to excuse myself.
Yeah. Oops, sorry, there's 2. Yeah, sure thing.
And-
No problem.
And I'll turn off and I'll walk off with Jinx and I'll go. I think she was giving me a look because that guy's not supposed to know we're pirates. He really doesn't like pirates.
Oh.
So we're just bounty hunters.
Okay.
And I think for
Okay.
the most part, that's what we should be to most of the people here, probably.
Oh,
He's
okay.
also the Imperium that you guys came from. He's also basically the diplomat sent from them to interact with the Drinaxes. He's that Imperium guy.
So were you needing something or just coming over and notice the look?
Well, okay. So, Alexian, in his great eyesight, noticed that man. I can't point him out. Like, I kind of head tilt toward him, and maybe like you see my tail pointing in that direction. Hopefully, no one is noticing.
Over his shoulder and goes ding ding ding.
Well, no, like it's around the
Makes sound
side.
effect.
Almost like how Saiyan tails wrap around their body, so it's kind of like wrapped around like the opposite way and pointing in a direction, hoping that something.
Yeah,
Yes, if that
will you
guy
give me a stealth
over
check?
there. Okay.
Why not?
Ooh, okay.
Mhm.
Do I add anything?
Your intellect or dexterity, rather. Sorry, dexterity.
8.
8. Cool. Yeah, you point with your tail.
Yeah, that guy, I am assuming it is a military advisor to the king since he's here, has been staring at us for the entirety of this party. All of us. Taking turns. I just thought you
Well,
should know. Just in
We-
case.
we are all flying around in the pride of the Drinaxi right now.
Well, I mean, but Briar, like, I guess stared at him, and he snarled back.
Wait, you say he's Imperium?
Not this guy.
No, Consular Thou. Consul Thou, this guy.
Okay.
Not the military guy.
Never mind. I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, what?
Yeah, and, yeah, he, like, snarled at him. I am pretty sure that guy doesn't like us.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have detractors to start out with, I suppose.
Yeah.
We're in the king's court. We're in the princess's court. I don't know if the prince can't get a read off of him. I don't know if he likes us or not.
I just assume nobody except for the king likes us in this room.
The princess seems to be somewhat interested. At least we're enacting out her plans, so we got her on our
It's
side.
true. But yeah,
Uh,
just keep it in mind.
Hey, while we're talking, apparently, what's her name? Sauce.
Yes, Sal.
Okay. Apparently, Sal over there with the Rotondo, we're supposed to be speaking to her about, what was it? We're talking about goods, or she just
Uh,
wanted to talk to us about something. I can't remember what.
she got an opportunity. Yeah, potential
Oh, an
opportunity.
potentially. She might have a lead on an opportunity for us. If you'd like to go over and have a chat with her, and I'll step over with Lexi and Briar real quick.
Sure. And I will quickly walk over to them. And
Yeah.
like I'll just, if they're in a talk, I'll do the polite thing and like stay like in their peripheral, but just
Mhm.
stand and wait for them to finish.
Okay. Yeah. As you're so like the camera's like swirling around as there's all this movement. You walk over and the camera kind of follows you briefly, and then you see Briar and Lexian in the background. The camera kind of stops on them as someone steps up from like to right on alongside Lexian and holds out a drink, which Lexian would recognize as like a, I don't know. I mean, you tell me. On Asim, do they like? Is it a particular type of beer or like liquor that they brew? What's sort of what's the home drink of Asim? Do you think?
Uh,
World build with me a little bit.
so their main agriculture is farming, or their main
Hmm.
thing is farming. So it would probably have to be some sort of like distilled spirit, like a whiskey, or like you can make like scotch or like vodka from potatoes and stuff. So it would be
Hmm.
something like that. Probably whiskey,
Yeah.
because there's a
Probably
lot
was
of
this
like oats and barley and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Yeah, so someone steps up with a glass of whiskey and you kind of catch a quick whiff of it and you can immediately place it. It just kind of brings back some memories of childhood when you were drinking lots of whiskey. Of of times gone past. Um, you're a long way from home, and this is this guy.
only a quick jump away.
A long way for us. We don't
Agree with that.
get off planet much. Cleon Harvey, and he holds a hand out.
Lexi and Fallow,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
And he just kind of stands there and stares at you, takes you in a little bit.
Is there something I can do for you?
No, just wanted to get a little sense of home. It's been a long time since I've been back. You have a good night. He
You too.
turns and walks off. Yeah, and the camera kind of follows him a little bit. Jumps over to Jinx as she's standing there, and Bertrando and Sal are just kind of like talking, and they both turn and look at you. Jinx, how are you doing?
I am well. I was told you needed to speak with me.
Oh, yeah. So I had a. She kind of like looks over your shoulder at the console and gestures with their head to follow you over to over to one of the balconies. And Bertrando takes his leave and goes off and schmoozes.
I follow.
Yeah. So she yeah, you go up to the balcony, you're leaning over, kind of leaning on the rail, like looking out, and it's a pretty sight. You can see all the clouds below. The sun is like mostly set, so the clouds are all like orange and red. It's pretty. She holds up a little like hollow projector from her hand, and you can see this ship that's like large and kind of bulbous. It's not a very pretty looking ship, but you immediately recognize it as a treasure ship, which is like basically a bank with a jump engine strapped to it.
My eyes will like widen just a little bit as I see this picture.
And she goes, the Martin the Second. It word is it ran into some engine trouble and has been grounded on Aranseer for about the past 4 weeks. She's just kind of like looking at you to see what you make of it.
Okay. And are we to get everything from that ship to our ship and, finish whatever mission they had? Or are we expected to fix their ship? Or are you talking about something else? Say lower.
Yeah. Yeah. She looks at you and she goes, I'm talking about something else. And smiles.
I mean, she'll lean in closer. It sounds like an easy market. This ship has been grounded for a month.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Imperium is sending out, at least the word is the Imperium is sending out a rescue flotilla, but it could be another couple months before the ship is up and running.
I'm assuming it's a smash and go. AKA, we run in, get everything, and leave.
I'll leave that up to you, but that wouldn't be my approach, as they're typically filled with armed Marines. But you never know; could get lucky.
Then, if I may be so bold as to ask, what would your approach be?
I'm not a pirate. I wouldn't have one.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But came across my my console, and the princess thought you guys might be interested.
Oh, definitely
I mean,
interested. Could I get the details for this? And we can leave within at least a day.
yeah, she slides, pulls a little like data chip out of the hollow projector and puts it on the railing for you to grab.
I will quickly grab, palm it in my hand, and like put it somewhere on my dress.
I would love to. I mean, it would be ridiculous for me to have you roll a dex check to grab something, but in my mind, I just love the idea of you reaching for it and it just falling off into the clouds. But so, yeah, you grab it. You've got a little data chip. But yeah.
Please let me know if you have any other jobs for us.
Yeah, I'll let you know if I come across anything. Although I did come across something else interesting, and she clicks the next slide button on her holo projector, and it's a projection of your ship. This came across the wire too about a recent attack on a merchant around Torpal.
I think we could fix that.
Yeah, I'd maybe like change your transponder codes or something next time. But like I said, I'm not a pirate. What do I know?
No, but even you don't have to be a pirate to give good advice. That's all I'm saying. But no, it'll be better next time. Thank you for this.
Good luck.
And since Jinx is assuming that's all she wanted to talk about, she'll start to leave.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, Sal turns around and heads out, leaves the party.
And I will try to like get together with the group if that's possible.
Mm-hmm.
And once we're all together, I'll like have us huddling and say, we have a new job. But in her voice will lower some more. It seems like there is our ship could be wanted for what we did at Torpal, so we need to change up a few things.
Very tight huddle.
Did you hear me? Okay.
I did, says Lord. No, I'm just kidding. I heard you. I don't know if it
Okay,
counts.
good. It was just everybody got quiet after
Yeah.
my little monologue.
My apologies. Say it again. I was in the middle of walking back with tea.
Okay. Let me get back into the mind.
Lara walks up with to the huddle with a cup of tea.
Come on, spill the
What's
tea.
happening?
So we've been given a job, but she also showed me that our ship is like wanted for what happened outside of Torpal. So we need to change some things on the ship before we go do anything else. I reckon.
That would be good. Should we,
If that's okay with everybody else, obviously.
You're
No,
the
it's
captain.
not
I mean,
okay.
Tough shit.
the illusion
no-
of choice. I see.
Well, no, I like to have everybody's opinion, but this is obviously extremely important and we should probably do it anyway.
I see. What's your new name? We should probably have a list of like preset.
Oh, I
names.
believe Lexian has like a list of 500 names. We'll be okay.
Your official name is still like the legal name of the ship is still the cuttlefish, but
cuttlefish.
Yes, but yes,
We-
Lexian has enough names. I think we'll.
So what do we want the first name to be?
So do we have to stay the cuttlefish officially and just
if anybody digs deep enough in your records, they'll be like this doesn't match. Your ship should be is recognized as the cuttlefish. But whether or not the cuttlefish will necessarily be wanted at other ports is unlikely. It'll probably just have a little bit of a stink on it.
Yes,
So-
so maybe get the holographic hull as the next upgrade so this doesn't happen again. And, changing the codes would be. And getting a new name. Several new names.
Well, we still are sitting on those two ship shares, and what we want to do with them.
That's true. It might be better now to use it since our ship has been flagged.
Although
as
that's
it
not.
isn't our problem
only
with
gonna-
power though?
Oh yeah, that's right. And not
Why
only
do you
that,
have to be the smart one, Gino?
If they scan our ship, it's still gonna be the same readings as well.
But still, it would have a different name, and most people aren't going to go too in depth with, trying to figure out if this is the actual name of our ship.
Well, I mean, I think the issue is more of people are gonna check the sensors and before they even see your ship. And if they do see your ship, then it's gonna be like way the fuck out. They'd have to really want to come see your ship. Unless we're like at a port. That's different.
Yeah, I think with our method for the last one, I mean, they would have never really seen our ship visually anyway. They would have only ever been able to get the transponder code.
Yeah.
Change the transponder code and change the name on the outside of the ship to match.
Yeah, I mean, we could. Regardless, though, we need to change our transponder code.
Well, don't we need to keep it the same unless we're about to attack someone?
Yeah, that would be the typically the better method.
Let's see.
Scholar Boha also just changed appearance, but ignore that.
And
So, okay.
and I mean, and the name is tied to the transponder, so whatever name we put with the new transponder code is what they're going to read.
Mm-hmm.
The Mega Thruster.
That works.
6.
Bad Rabbit.
Oh.
I mean, I was thinking the Ramrod or the Ram Sled. The Devastator. I could go with really obvious and just go the Penetrator.
There you go.
I think we've crit on more shots with our turrets than we have not at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I
So
have
the
we
Penetrator
extreme
works.
well all my turret rolls, which has been crazy.
I mean, we could always go with Ron Jeremy or Johnny Sins.
Mandingo.
I also have One-Eyed Willie, Yogurt Slinger, and One-Eyed Monster on here too.
How
You
about
put
we
a-
use that weird Ron Jeremy name? That is my vote, personally.
I mean, again, you guys don't necessarily have to. You guys don't have to like change your name. You know, when you're going to your next planet, it's not. But it's just something that you're going to want to keep in mind next time you like attack a ship. You want to, yeah.
Change the
there you go.
transponder
We're
code.
pre-planning.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you guys are talking, well, hold on. Actually, my computer's still loading. Keep going. Keep talking. Talk amongst yourselves. Eat, drink, and be merry.
I have a bunch of names on this list. I have some very obvious ones like Dick Missile.
Didn't even try with that one, huh?
That fruit was hanging low.
You're like, fuck it, just get straight to the point.
I have 3 that are in quotes. One is the Cuddle Fish. One is Ramming Speed. And the other one is Coming at You.
That's spelled. You guys are talking, and from behind, everybody's coming in from behind you guys today. It's just that's how parties work, you know. From behind Gino, a voice that kind of makes your blood run a little cold. Gino, my boy, how are you? And you feel a hand clasp you on the shoulder, and as you look over your shoulder, you see your uncle, Carl Dumas.
Carl, it's, I haven't seen you since I was a child.
Yeah, yes. Well, I wasn't. He kind of leans in. I wasn't strictly invited, but I heard you were here, so I figured I had to see you. It's always good to see family, right?
Yeah, always. Pleasure to see family, especially an uncle like yourself, somebody who grew up on Drinax when I did not.
He kind of nods, understandingly. Yes. It's the burdens we bear, the burden of rank and title. Consider yourself lucky, really. You don't have to worry about anything. You can just be free to roam about the galaxy.
It's got its advantages. I had my time in one place. It's fun to travel. So, what are you finding yourself up to these days?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that, but he kind of like looks over his shoulder, and you can see Lady Hill is like looking at you guys, and yeah, I've been made, but you must you must stop by for dinner sometime. Please reach out to me. I know me and Winnie would love to have you over.
Uh, Definitely will. We've got a busy schedule, but I'm sure I'll have some downtime at some point. Been
Very good.
pleasant to see you again.
Pleasure, a pleasure. And he kind of gives you like a big old smack on the back and takes off.
Turn around just under my breath, dumbass.
uh, I I'm assuming you don't get along.
That's my uncle Carl. Carl Dumbass.
Is that pronounced differently? Pronounced exactly that way? Foreign
He
name?
pronounces it Dumas, but he's definitely a dumbass.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh,
He he's where most of my titles went to. I used to have a lot more than what I currently have.
so he is a dumbass. Got it?
I suppose they do him more good here than they did me on Tobiah, but still, yeah, those were mine.
Noted.
All right. Anything else you guys need to accomplish at the party or the ball?
None that I can think of.
All right. Do you make a imperial exit and just leave without saying goodbye, or how do you guys
Oh, you
leave?
mean an Irish goodbye?
Well, Ireland doesn't exist. It's
Yeah,
the
an imperial
imperial.
goodbye.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
Oh, I think we should say goodbye to the royal family and our hostess at the very least.
Y- yes, at a function like this, we need to say goodbye. We don't want to snub royalty.
I'll how about we I suppose we'll walk over and speak to Lady Hill first. Just
Hmm.
thank her for having us. Let her know we'll be heading out soon.
Yeah, she's talking to someone else, but she's like, you can see her like staring at you and watching you come up. And pleasure, pleasure. And she kind of, she's shaking all of your hands. She kind of holds on to Gio. She holds on to your hand a little bit longer and leans in closer. I'm mortified. I'm so sorry that he burst in like that. He was clearly uninvited.
That's
There's
pretty in character for him, so not that
there's a special
surprised.
place a special place in hell for people like him.
Well, he
She,
could
Whoa.
definitely go there, and he can. My titles can stay. He can go.
precisely. We'll get them back. We'll get them back for you. She, yeah. She, finishes shaking your hand, turns. You all have a great night. She shook everyone's hand, but yeah, she just wanted to.
You do the same, and again, thank you for the lovely party.
Yeah, she goes back to talking, and you can hear like yelling and the sound of a glass breaking from like around one of the I don't know, like half walls. And you look over the corner and you can just see the king's like crowned head, like giving the people's elbows. He's basically wrestling with one of his guards in the background.
Let's see.
I'll let him know you left. Lady Hill says this.
Appreciated. He does seem to be a bit preoccupied.
As usual, we factor in a damages budget whenever the king is invited.
It's good to be the king.
Is it really that bad?
Does he
She gives
dam-
you like a you have no idea look.
Does he damage anything while jetpacking?
Luckily, not himself. Yes,
Got it.
indeed, he does. You say goodbye to anyone else? He's off. Back off here.
I just have a question. Is that
Yeah,
guy
go
with
for
the
it.
stick up his ass still standing up against the pillar?
Mm-hmm.
Is he glaring at us?
Hey, he's watching you. Yeah.
Um,
At this
I'll
point, it's hard to tell if he's glaring at you or if his face is just that way because he's had the same
resting bitch
expression for so
face.
long.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just look over to him and wave bye as we.
He takes a sip and turns and faces somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. I have never been to a ball, and that was interesting.
Did you have a ball?
Not really, but it was nice to people watch at least.
I'm
Certainly
pretty.
was something.
I feel like if it was up to the king, the parties might be a bit more raucous than what they tend to be.
All right. You guys head back to the ship.
Yup.
All right.
Back to the
Cool. You
safe
get back to the
keeping
ship.
social situation.
Yeah, right. You head back to the ship, and you have a message there. Probably Jinx has a message there. The ship has a message there from shit. What's his name? Shit. Provost Fawkes of Torpal, who's the guy you guys had worked with there, and it basically just says like, I understand you all had to defend yourself, but in the future, if you could please be a little bit more discreet, that would be appreciated.
Yeah, Jinx just kind of looks at the message and just turns to the group and says, "We really need to get back. Like, I've done this before, and I don't know why I didn't think of this. I've
But
disgraced
yeah.
myself."
The subtext is he kind of covered it up for you guys though, so you'll probably be okay in the if you go to Torpal, but just they'll just look at people. They'll
But yeah,
definitely.
Jinx does say, "I have disgraced myself," and it's like you see the dark cloud form around her, and she feels all bad about it.
The ears are
So, does that mean we're gonna like leave her on a space station with a big old scary space monster?
What?
What? I mean, what?
You also see. I'll also like shoot my head up. Big space monster. What?
That's what happened when I disgraced myself. Just saying. And he turns around and walks off.
She'll like stop him by the arm. Your choice got people killed. My choice didn't get people killed. There is a severity chart.
Right. Wait, no, nobody actually died on my ship. It just got injured.
Well, nothing happened to this ship. So, severity chart.
Right, you're right, Captain.
Exactly. But yeah, so I will give the information on this bank ship to our resident pilot and, well, pretty much everybody else because they're involved in all the jumps.
Mhm.
So this is where the ship is, and now it's been grounded for a month. And rescue and or aid is still like 2 or 3 months out.
I'll be
So
back
we
to
have a
this.
window to get this
And
ship.
it is Lawrence here, which is a planet that Josh, I think you had looked at earlier. Yeah. It's at best 2 jumps away, jumping through open space.
You said a couple months out at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
2 to 3 months.
Do we try to make that do we try to jump across open space, or do we take the extra week? I mean, that still leaves us only 3 weeks getting there. If we hit Clark, plus that means we would if we needed to make a quick exit for some reason or another and didn't get a chance to refuel, we would have fuel then because we could refuel at like blue.
Yeah, I would avoid open. I don't want to
Yeah.
be caught in the.
What's our grace period for taking the safe route versus the unsafe route? Like how many weeks or
It's a week
days?
different. I mean, yeah, you would go. You'd probably just go from like Drinax to Clark, Clark to Blue, Blue to Uranus.
So we're looking at like instead of having an extra 3 weeks, it'd be we have 2 weeks to look for the ship.
Oh, you know where the ship is. It's grounded.
Yeah,
It's
like
Oh,
the ship has
okay.
been grounded for a month, so we know exactly where the ship.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Yeah, we're all good. I thought we were like it was stranded and it needed someone to help locate it. That's different.
Plus, if
No,
we we can potentially grab some stuff from Clark. Maybe try to sell the ore again, and we can free up a cargo hold. Maybe grab some stuff all at the blue on the way.
I mean, we could look to see if any mail needs to be delivered on the way there. Sorry, I can't help it. It's just mail. Am I right?
I mean, it does seem to make decent money.
And I mean, we do have a steward now, so we
We could
could start ferrying some people.
I suppose if we're heading to Clark, it couldn't hurt to just check and see if anybody from Drinax was
Exactly.
heading out.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, I could go again. Ask some people. It worked fairly well last time.
That would be the infamous mailmen who are also pirates, but that's like on the down low.
All right. That your plan?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cool. I think that's where we will leave it off for today.
Sounds good.
Ooh.
I will say though, being a mailman is a great cover up for piracy because like you need to be everywhere all the time.
That's true.
That is very true.
Yeah. So 2 weeks is the 5th, but I don't think I will be around on the 5th. I would be around on Sunday the 6th if that works for everyone, but I'm not.
The 6th should work for me.
It'll work for me.
Of current, that's good. Check. Yep, good for me.
That should be good.
All right, I will put that down.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 o'clock. That work for everyone again.
Yep.
August 6th. Alrighty. Sweet. All right, on. We will go after a treasure ship then.
Is this gonna be like Treasure Planet, where it's just a literal ship gonna park all the treasure filling out from it?
No,
Ah.
no,
Dang.
sorry. Yeah.
Updates.
All right.